Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 Pro on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16 Pro. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Hand sanitizer. It's lavender.
I'm good. Seriously.
Let me check this pocket. Oh, mints?
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins. I'm a mom. Wait 1 sec. I've got cupcakes in the car.
It's our best iPhone offer ever. Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line $100 plus a month on experience beyond finance agreement $999.99 and qualifying forwarded. For well qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Payout via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
Turnaround season is here, and for any upcoming turnaround projects, choose the experts at the Advanced Turnaround Group from Action Industries. The Advanced Turnaround Group provides unmatched experience in turnaround management, specialty welding services, and personalized attention. With 24-hour emergency availability, trust the Advanced Turnaround Group, whose entire careers focus on turnaround excellence. Learn more at actionindinc.com, the Advanced Turnaround Group, subsidiary of Action Industries.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Thursday, July 3rd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 93. In hour one of today's show, we'll talk about some LSU football recruiting news as they got a big-time commit last night, and Aaron Murray hops on the show as well. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester...
Yep, got it! 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw! From the end zone, boom!
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! 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 America! Welcome in, OTB, here on this Thursday morning. And like the great lyricist of our generation, Waka Flocka Flame, once said, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party here in studio today. Everybody dressed up for the 4th of July.
Who was that lyricist?
Waka Flocka Flame.
Okay. Interesting way to start it.
What? He said it. Said it was a party. It's what you wanted in here. A party.
Says it a lot in the song.
Yeah. Other lyricist, voice bird of a generation, also said it's a party in the USA.
Exactly.
Miley Cyrus, formerly known as Hannah Montana.
I don't think she was ever known. Like,
that's true.
Not her.
I
mean, you know,
like
that
was her alter ego.
Wait, Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus are the same person?
Whoa.
I hate to break it to you, Taylor.
Yes.
Way to ruin my Thursday, guys.
Got him.
Sorry. Got him.
No doubt about it. Welcome in. Glad to be here on the day before America's birthday. Should we go ahead and get it out of the way that Alondra didn't dress up?
I know.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way. There's
I
was about to say, like, are we going to address the fact that I'm the only one that forgot?
Oh, no.
And I was praying on your downfall this morning, and I was like, please forget.
Alondra
Please forget.
was hoping and praying my CTE would
I
kick
really
in
was.
and that I would forget. And I
walked in and he had a America jersey on, and I was like, damn.
She walked in, and Taylor and I were in the studio, and like you could just see the
I was like,
disappointment
oh, man.
overcome her face.
I was like, I forgot.
So she looked like the kid.
And I was the one that was like, let's do it.
I know.
And
She looked like the
forgot.
kid that showed up for free dress day
I
at
know.
school and forgot and was like,
She tried to count her denim jacket.
I know. I was
I
like,
mean-
denim jacket. Pretty American.
It's Canadian.
Can we
Canadian
cut
tuxedos,
the sleeves
you know?
off in the break? We can cut the sleeves off in the break.
I don't know. You like that jacket. You wear it.
I do
You
like
can't,
this jacket.
Can't cut
I wore it
those-
yesterday.
Can't cut those sleeves off.
No.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. We just had to get it out of the way because I'm sure it was going to come up throughout the show.
I know.
It's out of the way now. We won't bring it up again.
So,
Sorry, Wolfpack.
So just kind of like they do at the Oscars or whatever, like tell us who you're wearing, Jacob.
I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. Sorry. I am wearing a Jedi Robinson U.S. men's national team
Okay.
jersey.
All right. And
Shout out
he's-
to Jedi.
And he's a soccer player.
He plays left back for the United States men's national team. Yeah. And the U.S. punched their ticket to the Gold Cup final against Mexico last night.
Let's
They beat
go.
Guatemala. Sorry, Mario.
Let's go.
Sorry, not sorry.
I know.
oh,
Me-
that's why I saw the post.
Mario,
posted a Snapchat
and
story, yeah.
Danny
Oh,
were
did he?
talking throughout the game.
Wait,
yeah.
so they just punched their ticket to something against Mexico.
Yeah,
But
go-
then they just have like the Conca, whatever.
They're in the CONCACAF Gold Cup
CONCACAF.
right now.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Got it.
that's what they're in. They beat Guatemala and Mexico beat Honduras, and now they'll face each other in the final, which they basically do every Gold Cup.
Flynn, who's responsible for your drip?
My drip was sick.
Didn't
This
love that.
is- I haven't
didn't
worn
love
this.
that.
Way,
I didn't love
the
that.
way that was asked.
It was on purpose, but I didn't love
Yes.
it.
So this
Yeah.
is a vintage. Okay.
Oh.
That's what
I
people
think
say
that's
when
the
they're
right word.
old.
And by vintage, I mean I bought it like 12 years ago. It is a denim vest, as you can see, cut off sleeves, and it's got America patch right here. I bought this in Green Bay, Wisconsin, long way from here. I think I bought it.
That's a long way.
What's that place called? I'll think of it in a minute. But I bought it to do one of every year.
See, he was the best bet for your CTE.
I know.
Yeah. Sorry.
He remembered.
Shut your mouth. Okay. All right. I bought this for every year in training camp. We would dress up for in Green Bay. It was before the last preseason game. They would have this deal where all these stockholders and boosters, they would pay money to come sit at the table at Lambeau.
Yeah.
And a player, they'd do like these player announcements where you go. One player would sit at a table with a bunch of paying like guests, and the head coach would talk. Mark Murphy would talk. They was just like a kickoff, like luncheon, brunch. And so you were supposed to wear suits and ties and dress nice and to be a respectable football player. Well, we would always just dress up in costumes and do it. And so this was when we did, it got some headlines back in the day when we dressed up in all denim. I think there's a picture. Taylor, you might want to look for it. There's a, me and Aaron in.
Have y'all ever
complete
seen this, y'all?
No.
denim?
it's
pretty
literally all the denim you can imagine. It is JT and Brittany at the VMAs.
I even had a denim fedora, I believe. No,
You did.
I had it. No, it was
Something
a
like
denim
that.
paperboy hat. Aaron had a denim
He had a
fedora.
fedora. Somebody
Yep.
in the picture, yeah.
Uh-huh. It was great. So yeah, that's what I got. So I honestly do not think I've put this on since that day.
I'm amazed you still have it.
So I cleaned out, like I did a big purge in my closet like 2 or 3 years ago. You got to do that like, every decade or so.
Stop it.
Oh, there it is.
This
So
hat.
many layers.
So many layers.
That's
I
triple
love that,
layers,
like,
son.
This is incredible.
Y'all walk in all denim. The guy behind y'all like full suit,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
ready to go tie.
yeah.
Y'all, nope.
It was usually like the quarterback room and a couple of the running backs, like John Kuhn, Corey. Like, there was like 4 or 5 of us. Everyone dressed up real nice, and then us looking like.
Did
idiots.
y'all make mention of it, or is it just like, what's going on?
No, we just showed up.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, we just show up. For sure.
Do you still have that hat?
I do. It was actually in the pocket of this when I pulled it out this morning.
Really? You should have worn it.
Why didn't you wear the hat?
I love that hat.
So
I might need to borrow it.
Every day, I got to remind people. I mean, it's middle of the summer. I got to remind people to hydrate.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit too much.
That huge box of My High in front of you doesn't.
I was actually my eyes were like half open too, so I wasn't thinking real clear.
The 50-pack.
Yeah.
It's the 50-pack.
Yeah.
So yeah, there it is. That's my America.
This bad boy came from Old Navy, guys, about 4 years
the
ago.
Old Navy special.
And I think
that's what you wore to church on Sunday, right?
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I wore this. I got this actually a couple years ago for my rehearsal dinner. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like,
actually went well.
I've had it 4 years. I think I've worn it 4 times. Like, it's just, you break it out on 4th of July. Had to look for it. Surprisingly, folded up neatly.
Old Navy.
So I apparently care
Love
for
that.
this thing.
Love that.
Best 4th of July clothes.
Nah,
They do.
I mean, all the way back,
They
they've
own
always had it.
4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They usually have like a T-shirt ready to go. If you don't have anything, you stop by Old Navy, you grab the shirt.
Yeah.
The American flag shirt.
Yeah, you could.
Unless you're a laundry.
You could have stopped
Unless
by
you're a
yesterday.
laundry.
Some are saying it's America.
Are saying.
I hate America. It's true.
Man.
Wow, clip that.
Well,
The laundry of the communists.
She'd be the
That's
one
what
that clipped it.
Yeah.
So she's
Clip that on
I'm
yourself,
not
please.
clipping
probably not going to clip herself.
It's not
saying
not
that.
doing it.
It's okay.
Oh.
I love America.
It's all right. We'll get it next time.
Just remember,
I know.
Next Friday, we'll get it.
Burlington Coat Factory.
Was
right
the
here.
patch already on
The
it?
patch is on it.
Okay.
I bought that whole outfit. I got that whole ensemble.
That you're wearing in that picture,
Yeah.
you got at Burlington?
Sure did.
That's insane.
It's a coat factory.
I guess the Burlingtons up there are way better than the ones here.
Also,
Are
were
you saying
getting-
that's good clothes?
I mean,
this is pretty legit.
Your hat makes sense for denim. Where the hell do you get a denim fedora?
I actually bought that for him
Did you?
at Burlington.
Oh, it was there too? Perfect. They got everything, apparently.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
got so excited. He's like, Aaron, you're not going to
Yeah, I
believe
believe
it.
it.
They've got a denim fedora and a polo tie.
and
You're
it's at a
welcome.
great steal.
Yeah.
Like, aren't they lower prices at Burlington?
Yeah, they're giving this away.
Yeah.
It's basically free.
That outfit was probably $25.
And then
Matt
when,
got paid $30 to take it.
Oh, no
I was about to
doubt.
say, when he walked out, they started walkie-talkieing back and forth. Somebody actually bought the fedora and the paperboy hat. It's
Actually,
finally gone.
There was
I might
actually
need to
Mission
borrow
accomplished.
that hat.
there was actually like balloons and confetti that dropped from the ceiling when the credit card is accepted.
We got another one. We got another one.
Gosh, that's a look.
It was a choice.
I respect
So that was
it.
every year? Y'all did something like that?
Oh, hey, look, hey, check.
Well,
I'll show you the break, but yeah, it's like me walking down here and like a respectable like Green Bay lady who probably paid a decent amount of money to sit at a table, walking me down an aisle to like my table at that point. Me just looking like an idiot. I mean, me just looking awesome.
I like the outfit.
actually, look, I was just in Green Bay. I don't think you stick out that bad.
Okay, fair. It's a fair point.
Just they're all wearing
Yeah.
full denim up there.
Yeah. All look very Midwestern.
There was another year where Aaron dressed up as Ben Stiller from Happy Gilmore.
To this event?
Yep, and strangely looked exactly like him.
Okay. Is it always a theme?
I think that was one of the years I wasn't there. Yeah, it's always a different theme. Yeah, we did
Okay.
like it started out like real simple.
Yeah.
Like country, like cowboy.
Right.
So it's like you can kind of still wear a suit, but you put like maybe a bolo cowboy
Yeah.
hat on, maybe
Right.
cut a little Fu Manchu, something like that. Then as
Oh,
time
wow.
went on, it just got a little bit more. You know.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
God, you can't see it if you're just listening in the car, but that is good. Aaron Rodgers as Ben Stiller. Well, now your back's gonna hurt.
Just pulled landscaping duty.
Look at that key ring. Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Legit.
All right, we gotta see if we can throughout the show if we can find more pictures of Flynn and all these other costumes.
So anyway, happy birthday, America! If
Shout out America.
God, those amazing men back in 1776 didn't sign that beautiful piece of paper, who knows what we'd be? We'd probably be calling soccer football. We wouldn't have American football.
Actually,
think about it.
The English actually came up with the term soccer.
There we go.
So
So they don't even like their own creations. Bunch of idiots.
It wasn't actually signed until like August.
It was declared, though.
It was declared.
It was declared.
Elijah's just trying to delay her dressing up for us. Actually,
August 18th is the day I celebrate.
You don't get the opportunity to speak about America today. But guess what? Just
That's
think
not
about
very American of you to censor me.
It's true, too.
If John Hancock and the boys didn't do it, would we have American football? Would we have baseball? America would probably have stopped at the Mississippi River. Who knows? Who knows what would have happened? Thank God they did.
And we're on,
thank God Mel Gibson.
I guess we would technically still be here. We're a little east of the said Mississippi.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe.
But what would we call ourselves? I don't know.
Maybe we'd still just be 13 colonies. We don't have to worry about it, though. Because America kicked that ass.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That they did.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we're able to be here. That's why we're celebrating America.
Mm-hmm.
4th of July tomorrow. We won't be here, though. But we're here today, and we'll get this thing started when we come back on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com. Pelican Roofing in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge. They are there. Boots on the ground in both communities. When you go to PelicanRoof.com, you can do a lot of different things. You can check out all the 5-star reviews right there on the homepage. I mean, they have over 600 reviews just right now on the homepage, right? Check those out. The internet hates everything, but they love Pelican Roofing. You will as well. And you can get the instant roof quote right there on top right corner of the site. Put in your address, gives you an outline of your roof, gives you an idea of what it would cost. And also, Flynn, you can check out the financing options.
Yeah, financing. 0% financing for qualified buyers up to 21 months. You know, when you do a big project like this, the most frustrating thing is not having that attention every single day from somebody on the job. Well, at Pelican Roof, they're going to dedicate a project manager to just your job. Give them a call today. Go see them. See what they can do for you. PelicanRoof.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a
getting colder, summer getting warmer, tidal wave come across the Mexican border. Wide back gallon is cheaper by the barrel, just don't get busted singing Christmas carols.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
Both ends of the ozone burning, funny how the world keeps turning. Look, Mom, no hands, I love this American.
Alrighty then, welcome back off the bench. July 3rd. Get your fireworks ready. Actually going today to see what kind of day before deals I can get on the fireworks. Trying to figure out where the best place to go to is. I go to Prairieville, I go across the river. Like, what's the best spot to get the best deals, I guess.
What's the rules?
There are no rules.
Well, there is. In EBR, you can't do fireworks, correct?
That's what they say, but
right.
I feel like cops and EBR got more to worry about than fireworks.
I feel just like look up in the sky, and that rule's being broken by everybody.
Why is that a rule, though?
Probably because of the fires and stuff.
Well, yeah, but it's not like we're in a place that's dry.
Sure.
Like, it's literally so humid here when you walk out, you feel like your head's in an oven.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they're banned this year.
No?
They're not banned?
It just, the fire marshal just urges safe firework use.
Are you
because
serious?
we used to have to
So it
drive
says.
to St. Gabriel to get our fireworks and then come back into EBR.
Well, I don't see any for sale in Baton Rouge.
Bro.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Y'all come out
I
to
don't
my
know.
neck of the woods.
Well,
There are so many damn fireworks on the main strip of Walker. There's like 5. They're like, that guy offered you $10 here. This one's for $5. Like they're trying to outbid each other.
All right.
I mean, if there's anything that's going to thrive in Walker, it's going to be a fireworks stand.
Dude, we got a whole fireworks display at our city park.
Yeah.
I think it's Saturday. Big time.
I mean,
big time. People
can you
bring the lawn
imagine
chairs.
somebody from Walker driving up to the fireworks stand in Joe Dirt and the questions that they would have?
Oh my God, yeah.
Where's the good stuff?
Where's the good stuff, bud? You got a back room? You ever been to
You got a back room.
you're driving to Florida and they had that big old fireworks superstore. Like, it's right off interstate.
Yeah, in Alabama?
Yeah, it's like right
before you get to Florida.
Right before you get to Florida.
It's like
right past,
red and the sun's like yellow.
yeah, it's right
Yeah.
past, and it looks like it's like 2 or 3 stories
There's
high.
a brand new one by the Buc-ee's right before that now.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
even
so
bigger.
that one is the most like fool's gold place you've ever been. I stopped there one time. We went in because, of course, it was like we were going there for the 4th or something, getting some fireworks. And I'm expecting this place to be huge because it looks huge. It looks like it's like 50 foot high, blah, blah, blah. Well, they just put up a really tall wall to make it look bigger, and it's just like a kind of a small room. It's like the size. It's like the size, maybe the size of like this studio and that office right there combined.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That place looks huge.
It does look huge.
It's funny you said that. It's actually kind of skinny if you look at it from the side, but I was thinking it was tall.
Yeah, I mean they had good stuff. I'm not going to get them wrong.
They had more than snakes and sparklers.
They had more than snakes and sparklers. They had whisker doos and whisker don'ts.
Look, go out to Denham right off the interstate. It's called Louisiana Firework Warehouse. It's huge. Like that's where we go.
Okay, all right.
And it's not like a tent. Like it's like year-round building.
Yep. We're gonna go there. I'm gonna get my negotiating boots on. I'm gonna get so many free black cats.
Shout out to Go DJ inside the Bayou 4 chat. Says he is DJing a fireworks show tomorrow night at LeBeur's Rooftop Pool from 7 to 11.
Shout out.
Said swing by for a Dos Equis.
Or a couple, responsibly.
Yes. Because if you're going for Dos, you can't go for Uno.
I mean, there are few pleasures in life that top a cold beer on the 4th of July.
What's on, if you got a plate right? And you can only put 3 things on said plate for the 4th of July. You only get 3.
3 beers.
Can't put a beer on the plate.
3 Dos Equis.
3 Dos Equis. That's right.
I think I finally we started talking
We
about this
talked
a little
about
bit
it
yesterday,
but
I think I'm going hot dog, potato salad, and banana pudding.
I got to go burger and dog.
Oh, wow.
But I think I'm going to go apple pie. That's a pretty American dessert. That'll probably be my dessert.
I said banana pudding yesterday on off campus, and my producer Dennis, who's from Connecticut, he's like, banana pudding. What are you talking about?
That's no.
What?
He's like Jello. I was like,
no,
banana pudding. Like banana pudding and whipped cream and vanilla wafers. He's like, what? I'm like,
oh, did you put that on your plate? What was your third thing?
Potato salad, banana pudding, and hot dog.
It's a choice.
I'm not trying to get them touch each other, but I'm saying if you have 3 things that make you think of 4th of July.
I'm sticking with my protein from yesterday. Baby back ribs.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
The right person has to make those.
I guess a potato salad. Like I don't crush a lot of the sides. Like I'm more of a hot side kind of guy. Not
So you want baked beans?
I call it no.
What?
We don't touch beans.
You don't like baked beans?
Beans are objectively trash. I don't like any type of bean. Don't.
What about white beans?
I don't want to see it. I don't want to touch it. I don't even want to hear the word.
I don't know.
I don't care if they're refried. I don't care if they're fried. I don't care if they're baked.
So I'm assuming
black beans,
black-eyed peas is in there too.
Beans.
Trash.
Black-eyed peas are trash?
I think black-eyed peas are trash. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But you like
not
baked
the band.
beans
I
and
love
stuff,
the band.
right?
Black-eyed peas. Hate the food.
Oh, a good snack, some black-eyed peas and brown rice. Ooh.
I don't know. It's a weird thing I've always had about beans. Okay, don't like them. Don't want them on my plate. Don't want to touch my food. Don't even want my food breathing the same air. Actually, it kind of is. Does Texas chili have beans or no beans?
No beans.
Thank you.
I mean,
I put beans in. We put beans in our chili.
Do you like all beans or is it just?
No, I mean I'm not against beans.
Okay. Because I was like, maybe it was a Texas thing, like if she didn't either. But no, it's just Flynn.
They are.
I'm also Mexican.
Despite popular belief, they are absolutely not the magical fruit. So on my plate, no beans.
Well, you just said ribs and then no beans. Like, are you just eating ribs?
I got ribs. I like the potato salad made with more of a mustard base.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, of all the cold kind of sides that you can get for the 4th of July, that'd probably be the top. Then I'm going with homemade.
Somebody's Siri got picked up in the studio.
Let's see.
Okay, I thought I was tripping.
No,
was that you?
Okay.
Was that me or you?
I think it was you.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Oh. And then I'm going to go with homemade vanilla ice cream in the little churn.
Oh, yeah.
The churned up ice cream. No doubt.
All right. That's actually not a bad play. Alondra?
I'm going to go hot dog, potato salad. And now that y'all are bringing up a dessert, I feel like I need to put a dessert in there.
Yeah, you do.
Probably going to be banana pudding.
Yeah. Great plate.
Wait, was that the same?
Yeah, it is. It's an elite plate.
No.
Nah.
Pecan pie.
Wow.
Look, you've already singled yourself out today by not wearing America.
Might as well plagiarize the plate.
It's okay to be on our team. It's okay to be on the same team here, okay? You don't have to be an individual.
What I like, though.
Would we call that a plagiarize?
I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
That was so bad it was good.
Count it.
Count it.
Oh my gosh. All right.
I do love pecan pie though.
Ooh, an ambrosia salad. All right.
Fancy.
Like from Edward Scissorhands.
It sounds fancy, but it's just like fruit salad.
Isn't that what they're?
That's what I thought. Yeah, isn't that
Edward Scissorhands?
God, I hadn't seen that movie in 15 years.
All right. Well,
surprised you've seen the movie.
We'll ask Aaron Murray what's on his plate of food for 4th of July.
Daniel, sorry, you can't cancel me, bud, because I don't like beans.
Yeah, you can. Aaron Murray, when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
I bet Tommy likes beans. Can you imagine right now, by the way, like if Dev is watching this show?
I told him the other day.
Right? Hold the mayo, just trying to enjoy some good.
He said it was fine.
OTB, and he sees Flynn say he doesn't like beans, which is like the whole empire that Dev is built for himself. It's okay. GoTommies.com is the website. GEAUX Tommies, award-winning Best of in 2025 in the Advocate, best windows. There's a lot of companies around here that are in the same game. You got a different name, and they don't reach the level that Tommy and the team do, right? They are champions over there. You'll clearly see the difference when you go to the website. Check out the work that they've done here in the greater Baton Rouge area. That is GoTommies.com.
Go to the website, check it out. Check out the client testimonials. Check out the gallery. You can see firsthand like what they've done, the projects they've actually done. Go Tommies. Go to their website. Check them out. Give them a call. See what they can do for you. GoTommies.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like Vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Trying to catch up with our guy, Aaron Murray. I know he's up. He wrote me earlier. He's like, hey, can we go any earlier? And I said, my guy, we don't start till 7. So he said he was all good. We'll see if he is all good.
Sounds like he's might be on the golf course.
Yeah, true.
Had tea time.
It's okay. I mean, look, if any show can be joined from a golf course, it certainly is this one. All right, Alondra, while we're waiting and trying to get with Aaron Murray, let's go ahead and get this show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, go to GoFlowIV.com. Visit GoFlow IV Spa on Facebook. You can book your appointment today right there on the website. It is right on Jefferson near Bocage. Summer is here, and this Louisiana heat is not playing with anybody, so make sure you're hydrated. 225-953-8150.
The website is GoFlowIV.com. Like Jake said, right there on Jefferson. Go see what they can do. Go to their website. See the menu of options of IVs you can get. Check out their membership, their packages, their services. Get hydrated. Get vitamized. GoFlow.
Might be a good idea if you're having a couple cold pops and enjoying them responsibly. But you got something early Saturday morning.
Yep. Be proactive. July 3rd. Pretty good day to get hydrated before some cold pops.
Yeah. Don't wait too late. It's all about preparation.
Yeah, don't wait too
Proper preparation. All right, let's go to the phone lines now. Our guy, Aaron Murray, of course, former UGA quarterback, now doing big things for ESPN. What is going on, Aaron? How we doing, sir?
What's up? First time with the new co-host. Excited to join you guys again.
Aaron, I'm so fired up right now. I am.
Let's go.
I get beat over the head every day by this little fullback, and so it's nice to outnumber him with some QB knowledge at least.
Well, it's nice to get on here and talk with a quarterback. It's a little mixed up. For 5 years ago, we got on here talking about Harry Potter. Now I get to talk about quarterback. So this is more my speed.
We're talking from Harry Potter to power football, lead blocking, X's and O's. Now we can actually talk real football.
Oh, I miss the fullback position, boys.
Thank you,
I do miss it. I do. Listen. The only time I ever did not like it is when I tried to throw a back shoulder fade to my fullback. It was like a busted play. I'm rolling out and trying to throw a back shoulder in the end zone, and he's kind of scrambling. He trips over himself. It turns into an interception. And it actually wasn't an interception, but Bobo was so mad that I tried to throw a back shoulder to a fullback that he refused to challenge the play to send me a message.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Who were the? God, I'm trying to think who the fullback was. Sunderland, was he there when you were there?
Sutherland was before me. This was shout out Merritt Hall. It was not his finest moment, but yeah.
Well, in your defense, Aaron, you can usually for fullbacks, mostly you can throw it back shoulder, front shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder. Usually they don't catch it. So
yeah.
So you're.
You just got to put it. You have to put it on a shoulder, though. I was like, you told me for the fullback, you just have to keep it between the shoulder pads. I did that, and he tripped. So.
Wait. I had 40 catches my junior year before you were the quarterback, pal.
Ooh.
Turns out it was you. Only had 15 with you.
Sorry, dude.
Jay Russ feeding me the rock.
Sorry, you didn't love those perfect passes.
Is that because that's all Jay Russ can throw?
Well, he threw every one the same speed.
That's true.
the ball caught you.
That's very true. Aaron, before we get to the quarterback nonsense, very important question. If you're making your plate tomorrow for the 4th of July, you get 3 things on there. What are those 3 things and why?
I feel like you got to go with a hot dog just because it's 4th of July, so the hot dog's got to be on there. I would like a nice rack of ribs. Sounds pretty juicy to me.
All right.
And then corn on the cob.
Oh, okay. All right. First corn on the cob of the day.
Was it the first corn on the cob for 4th of July?
Well, yeah. So I went hot dog, potato salad, banana pudding.
Okay. See, I skipped the dessert. That's on me.
Yeah, are you still like the lean and mean trying to run 5Ks, Aaron Murray? Or you ran like a marathon or something?
We ran a marathon, and we actually just signed up for our second marathon in March. So I got to get back to training again.
He's got the runner's high.
I was going to give you a pass for doing 1, but doing 2, that's on you, buddy.
I know. I think it's one a year right now. So I'm getting in skinny shape so I can eat as much as I want tomorrow.
Fair enough. Hey, you're gonna obviously I know you live there, but are you with us during media days at all? Do we get a chance to hang out, see Aaron Murray?
It's all up to our boy Maz. If Maz wants me there, since I live right down the street, I'll be there. But no, I think one way or the other, I'll be meandering around the convention center in Atlanta for SEC Media Days, just as you guys know, it's like the somewhat unofficial kickoff to the football season. So it's a lot of liveliness, a lot of excitement. Maybe we'll hear about a 9-game SEC schedule at some point during it. I don't know. Seems like always some massive news does drop at some point during SEC Media Days. So, I mean, it's crazy to think that we're, 2 weeks away from that. And then, practice for these guys starts probably at the end of the month for most teams, I would think, beginning of August. Yeah. So, football's right around the corner, thank goodness.
Aaron, we've been talking about this a little bit. Vegas preseason odds to win the Heisman. Arch Manning's topping that list at plus 700. So in the SEC world, we're kind of all over the place with quarterbacks. We got a lot of talent, top heavy. But is this Arch Manning? We got a lot of hype versus someone like Garrett. We got Lenore Sellers that are more of got the experience. So give us your thoughts on just the top of the pack on the SEC quarterbacks right now, and what you think about these Vegas odds.
Well, it's funny. I mean, Hester, last time you brought me on the show was like a month and a half ago. Is kind of when I made those comments about Arch, and then our boy, I guess I can't say our boy, but the Gator hater over here, us being the Gator haters, the old ball coach essentially ripped off my quote. I mean, like verbatim. I mean, like word for word.
Yeah.
So I've been having to deal with Texas fans for 6 weeks after my comments. I'm hoping that he's having to deal with the Longhorn fans as well. But, I continue to try to tell people, because I keep getting hit like, oh, you're an Arch hater. You're an Arch hater. Like, I'm not an Arch hater. Like, I think Arch is a talented quarterback. I'm going to root for him. I hope he has a great season, except when he comes to Athens to play my Dogs. Other than that, I hope he goes out there and kicks butt. But, I need to see it. I need a bigger sample size. I need the game against Ohio State. I need to see him perform against an SEC defense in an elite fashion, because last year he did not do that in an elite fashion against good defenses. He looked good and made some really impressive throws, had some really impressive runs where you get to show off those wheels, but it wasn't against top tier defenses and talent at a consistent rate. So does he have the opportunity now that he is the guy with Steve Sarkisian, who I believe is one of the top 2 or 3 play callers in America? With probably a ton of talent around him, he has a chance to have a spectacular season. But like I said, I'm just in a holding pattern for at least half the season before I start crowning him a true Heisman contender and a guy that has the opportunity to be the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. I love your guy. I love Nussmeier. I saw a lot of good stuff. I know down the stretch wasn't perfect, but you're talking about a guy that has played a lot of football. Whether it was in backup duties behind Jaden, has been in this, been around there. I'm sure is a great leader in the locker room. I'm sure you guys can attest to that more than I can. But has a ton of talent around him, and I think can make all the throws that you want. So I know you guys. I'm not trying to blow smoke up the LSU fans' butts or anything right now, but I'm very bullish on LSU this year, just in general. Between Garrett and what that offense is going to be like, I anticipate with Baker in the second season, the defense continues to move in the right direction. I think LSU is kind of one of my dark horses to be a playoff contender and continue to move in the right direction under Brian Kelly. But when you talk about other quarterbacks, Lenoris will be great. I think the biggest hindrance for Lenoris in South Carolina is going to be the skill position. Yeah. That was their big issue last year. They had no talent around him besides Rocket at running back and then Trey at the tight end position. So can the receivers take that step forward to help him? Because if not, he's going to have to be like Cam Newton. And that's what he was last year. Once he started getting into his groove, it was like Cam Newton, run the football, having to make all the plays. So it would be nice to see some pressure taken off his plate a little bit there at South Carolina. But the guy that I'm most excited about is DJ Lagway at Florida. I think DJ is the most gifted quarterback in America. I think he's got the size. I think he's got the brain. I think he's got the athleticism. I think he's got the arm strength. He checks off every single box that you want. So I think DJ this year, heading into the season, he's got to clean up on some of the turnovers, and a lot of that was some rookie freshman mistakes. But I think overall, you're talking about a very talented young man and an offense that I really like there, and has an opportunity to have a massive second season.
So, Aaron, like the thing that stands out to me is we're talking LSU, South Carolina, Florida. We know that they've got quarterback figured out. The thing that's going to be different this year, Georgia, Texas, Alabama, You could even throw Ole Miss and Tennessee in there. Certainly Tennessee making the college football playoff a year ago. We don't know if they've got it figured out. And so, like, some of those teams that are, trying to get to the level of Georgia and Alabama, they have it figured out at quarterback. But the teams that we're used to seeing at the top, like, there's still question marks. Now, Gunnar Stockton did some nice things in the Sugar Bowl, and now he's going to have it be his team. How do you feel about Georgia and Bama and what their quarterback situations look like?
I think there's guys there that have obviously been in the program for a while that know the offense. So I think you kind of rely on that and kind of hope that experience and obviously some playing time both at Alabama and Georgia for those quarterbacks, time in the system. I know Alabama maybe a little bit less because of the new regime a year ago, but they've still been in it. But for Gunnar, you said it, like I went back and watched all the tape from Gunnar from a year ago, from mop-up duty when they were winning when he came in to, games against, Texas in the second half to the Sugar Bowl. And I was really impressed with Gunnar, and we know Georgia had a ton of problems last year. The running back position was not great. The receivers had more drops than anyone else in the history of college football, it seemed like. And the offensive line was very inconsistent with just a lot of guys getting hurt. So, you're hoping that, obviously he has a lot of talent. He's got the arm strength. He's got the athleticism that, you get some more support around him, which I think Kirby's, done a really good job this offseason of really diving into the receiving position, bringing a 5-star receiver, a couple 4-stars. You bring in the kid from USC. You bring in Noah Thomas from A&M and really put an emphasis like, hey, we have to be better on the outside. We have to find ways to create explosive plays. So, you hope that the drops are kind of a one-year thing. You hope the running back position could be better. So I really think they'll be fine. But I think the bigger point that you brought up too is it's interesting. Like all the teams that you would say is kind of like tier 2, the South Carolina, the Florida, they have, and I don't know if I would put LSU necessarily in tier 2, which is why I'm very bullish on LSU, is because I kind of consider them more, kind of in that tier 1 area, but they had the quarterback this year, which makes me really excited about them. But those tier 2 teams have great quarterback plays. I mean, probably 2, 3 of the best quarterbacks in the country are kind of in that next tier in the SEC. Can that elevate those guys to be, playoff contenders again? And speaking of Ole Miss too, like I love Austin Simmons at Ole Miss. What he did against Georgia last year in the rain, coming in when the quarterback got hurt and he came in there and drove him down the field for a touchdown, like that to me changed the whole trajectory of that football game. If Georgia could have gone 3 and out or caused a turnover and kind of maybe stolen momentum early on in that football game, instead you let a backup quarterback march right down the field with some really impressive throws to try to take control of that situation. So, I talked to Lane last year in a couple of games I had, really excited about what he can do. So, there's a lot of question marks with some of the big boys with the quarterback. They're all a bunch of 4- and 5-star guys, like I said, that have been there. So you hope that they're ready to go. But yeah, the best quarterbacks in this league are kind of, once again, in that tier 2.
Aaron, somebody I'm kind of like a dark horse for me, and a lot of people in the SEC don't really know much about him, but John Mateer, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And that last year, nearly 3,200 yards passing, over 800 yards rushing, almost 45 total touchdowns produced last year. Are we not talking enough about him?
Well, my big thing with Oklahoma is I thought they had good quarterbacks last year, to be honest. And the situation around those quarterbacks was just god-awful. The receivers being out, I mean, top 6 receivers were out. The offensive line was brand new. Those guys didn't play well. Running back position was inconsistent. So, listen, unless you're Cam Newton and you can literally put the team on your back, you need some support. You need some running back plays. You need some receivers to create some explosive plays. And, Oklahoma didn't have that. So, do I think Mateer is maybe an upgrade from what they had a year ago? Possibly. But it's to me, it's less about the quarterback for Oklahoma, and it's more about the guys around him. He needs some support. They have to be better at offensive line. They have to be better at the skill position. They have to be better at the running back position. So, if those things are taken care of, then I'm with you. Like, you go back and just Google or not Google, YouTube his highlight film, and it's unbelievable the plays he's making. He's got the arm, the athleticism's through the roof. So he's a terrific college quarterback. He has an opportunity, I think, to be a top 3-round NFL quarterback, but he can't do that if he's on his back. He can't do it if guys can't get open. So Oklahoma is, I think, like I said, bigger fish to fry and bigger things that they need to get to figure out this all season besides just the quarterback.
All right, there is our guy, Aaron Murray, former UGA quarterback, ESPN, SiriusXM. Aaron, we appreciate the time, sir, and hopefully we'll run into you because we're making Flynn do the whole dog and pony show at Media Day, so hopefully we get a chance to see you.
Hey, real quick, what's the golf handicap app?
The golf is, I want to say like 8-4.
There we go. Single digits.
So, hey, Flynn, if you, I don't know if Hester's a golfer, but if you are, if you want to get a little round in Atlanta, let me know.
Yeah, let's do that. I'd much rather do that than, make the rounds. So let's go play golf.
There you go. We can sneak out for a little bit.
Oh, perfect. Appreciate it, Aaron.
See you, boys. Have a great fourth.
You as well. Yeah, I'm not golf.
Come on, bro. Just come ride.
I'll drive.
Go for dose.
I'll drive and just make fun of y'all the whole time.
Sure.
8-4. What the hell does that mean?
8.4.
What's that mean?
Depending on the slope rating of the course. In layman's terms, it's basically you're kind of averaging 8.4 shots above par every time you play. There's a lot of different stipulations to that, but there you go.
That's what you quarterbacks ask each other. You know what us fullbacks ask each other?
Like, how many times did you bang your head against the wall last night?
What you benching?
What you benching?
That's what we ask each other. Okay.
How many ibuprofens you take a day for those headaches?
4.
There you go.
Closing out hour number 1 when we come
Chew
back.
them up.
OTB.
Off the bench.
Yeah, don't need any water. Just chew those things. All right, go to All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. Buying new, leasing, and, of course, the rental department. Everything is available. And we say it because it is factual. Summertime is the best time to rent a Toyota. It is per-day rental prices, very competitive prices, I might add. And when I say everything's available, I don't mean like in each category they have something. They have everything. Tundra, Tacoma, Sequoia, Sienna, Highlander, whatever it is. They've got it available. You call Miss Lisa Sessions, reserve that vehicle today, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
If you're in the market, new cars, used cars, rental cars, if you want to do a long-term lease on a car, whatever it is, service, you got something wrong with your car, go get it checked out. Whatever it is, All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge on Airline near Goodwood. Go see them today. See what they have right on the lot. allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like Vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact.
The 2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
So crazy, everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kinda homesick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous. That's when the taxi man turned on the radio and the Jay-Z song was on. And the Jay-Z song was on. And the Jay-Z song was on. So I put my hands up to play my song. The butterflies fly away. Nodding in my head like yeah. Moving my hips like yeah.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Certified banger.
Certified.
Yeah. Good party song.
USA.
Get everybody together.
States.
It's one of those ones where, like, of course, you know, me and Flynn are slappies. We'll start singing that thing, and you'd be a group with a bunch of, like, hard-ass dudes. You know, they're like, oh, yeah. And then they're like, oh, this is kind of a bop. You see their foot moving a little bit. Like, yeah.
So it starts out. It's like it starts with, like,
This is a banger.
like the 2-inch sway. Like you see people swaying, they're like, yeah, they're subconsciously feeling it.
Yeah.
Then you see like the knees start to bend a little bit.
Head bopping.
Mm-hmm. Then somebody's got to break the ice.
Yeah.
Some hard ass has to break the ice.
Right. Yeah. Usually when the chorus hits.
I love the people that are like, no, this song's so girly. Yeah. There's nothing less masculine than thinking songs like this are girly.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. We do have Jay Johnson finally joining us at 8:30 today.
Let's go.
All last week, he's like, hey, yeah, let's do it. And then I'd be like, hey, what about today? Recruiting. Hey, what about that? Recruiting. That man stays recruiting. Stays recruiting.
Y'all think he was on the beach somewhere celebrating with that trophy?
Literally was not.
He probably hadn't seen that trophy since that night.
Probably not. So excited to catch up with him. When we come back in hour number 2, there is a chance that LSU football could have a company's logo on their jersey. We'll break it down, give you our thoughts on it. Hour 2.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to yourgoodwood.com. Goodwood, men's sexual wellness. When you go to the website, book that consultation. Because once you book the consultation, you can have a conversation. And once you have the conversation, you can get to the bottom line of whatever your issue is. You tell them, hey, here's what I'm dealing with right now. They say, okay, no problem. Let's get you on a regimen. Let's get you back to feeling like your youthful self. So go to the website today, book everything, because if you've got a problem, allow them to be your solution. Yourgoodwood.com.
Everybody has something that they're dealing with. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Give them a call today. Ask a professional, hey, how can you help me? Whether it's low T, whether it's ED, what we say, Alondra, whether the top of your head is less hairy, okay? They can fix it. They can help you out. Yourgoodwood.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like Vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Thursday, July 3rd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 93. In hour two of today's show, we'll discuss a possible uniform change to the LSU football program, and LSU baseball coach Jay Johnson joins the show at 8:30. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number two of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour two of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
Welcome back in OTB, hour number two. I got a feeling I know how this conversation is going to go, but it was in the news yesterday that apparently LSU and LSU Football are toying with the idea of adding a logo to their jersey. And it would be a company logo like you see in the NBA, like you see in professional soccer. Now, soccer obviously is different. I mean, they pay millions upon millions to have, basically their logo is the team logo on the jersey. You got a small badge. This would be, I'm sure, a jersey patch. It'd be somewhere on the shoulder. It would be small, probably be the same size as the Nike check on the jersey. And the report said it would be to help LSU raise money to pay their athletes, because we all know with the settlement, it's going to be a little bit over $20 million per year for the athletic department. How do we feel about the potential of LSU football throwing a company's logo on their historic jerseys?
You better watch out, because old man take incoming. So
I know it's I felt
incoming.
like it was,
I'm driving really slow, but it's coming. Let me start with this. So I think we're all for staying ahead of the curve when it comes to NIL, making sure that we secure good players. In every other sport, not every other sport, but a lot of other sports do it. Jacob's skewed because he watches European sports a lot. They certainly do it. NASCAR cars have logos and sponsors all over that. Golf, yes, but it's golf, yes, but they have to wear a shirt and a hat.
It's
just
sponsored.
I mean, it's different. It's not like a. I believe it's different.
The bag's got 72 logos on it.
The bag, okay, the bag maybe.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Every sport.
So when we
pretty
were
much in it, except football, baseball, big advertisements now. Major League Baseball on their sleeves.
Huh, I didn't realize that. Probably because I don't watch Major League Baseball. But
isn't the Astros? I don't know if it is anymore, Alondra. Like OxyClean, like wasn't it for a while?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
It's Mattress Mac now.
Is it really?
I don't know. He's everywhere. Probably.
So yeah, basically,
football's different to me because like the
NFL's practice jerseys, even when we were playing.
That's what I was gonna say was our practice jerseys in Green Bay, and that gets as much viewership eyeballs on it, especially like training camp times. Like every picture you get is with. It's like I'd be all for that.
What were you all in Green Bay?
Bellin Healthcare, which was like the big healthcare provider up in Wisconsin.
We were Buick for the Broncos.
Just classic.
Straight up Buick.
Should have been Toyota.
Tell Peyton that. He had a Buick deal.
Hey, Coach, we're going to go ahead and put these Buick logos on all of our jerseys. They're giving me a pretty good deal on a car.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess first opinion is I hate it. Hate the thought of it. Our classic jersey, we're just looking at Nuss here, just being a baller. Our classic jersey has the LSU, which is nice, small, it's classy.
Yeah, we didn't have that LSU when we played.
So the logo, whatever it is, whatever it ends up being, is going to be bigger than the LSU on the jersey. The font's going to be bigger, so you're going to read that, more than you're going to read the LSU. I just hate that it has got to this point. Now, I'm sure after a couple of years of doing, if it passes a couple of years of doing, we won't.
Yeah, the NCAA. That is a caveat to the NCAA has to approve this first.
They have power in something.
Sort of.
Wow.
It's the first time I've heard them.
But like, if they deny it, could we do it anyway? Then just sue them at the state level.
Probably.
Yeah. So we can do it. So yeah, I think it's. I don't like it at all. But it's one of those things. If it happened like a couple of years later, we wouldn't really notice it. But like, I think every college football fans are getting so much change so fast. Like it changed from amateur to professional. Now it's like we got revenue sharing. Like it was the wild, wild west. It still kind of is, but at least there's like some sort of rules coming into play now with the rev share, and like a maximum amount of expenditures that you can use. And I know people are tightening their belts on budgets on different aspects of athletics, so they can afford to go out and pay players and attract good. But there's other ways to do it. They do have to go spend more on players and to allow, the people, the higher ups to still make their same amount of money, I guess. But yeah, I think the practice jersey would have been, let's just dip our toe in it a little bit instead of putting it on our classic uniforms, our classic college football. So like college fans, we're dealing with so much change. Let's not slap us in the face this fast.
Alondra Tate, how do we feel about this?
I hate it.
Well,
on football Saturdays, I'm not watching a NASCAR race. I'm watching a football team. So, nope, I'm out.
All right.
And I know what you're saying. Well, that gives more money to LSU. Yeah, I don't get any money out of it. I don't care.
All right. Alondra?
I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't like it from like a just general standpoint. It has nothing to do with like football. Like I'm just kind of sick of ads being in my face 24/7. Like someone is always trying to sell you something.
Yep.
Your phone listens to what you're saying because it's trying to push stuff to get you to buy it. Like I'm just sick of that kind of stuff. But I do get raising money for a better program or whatever. But like I'm just so sick of all the consumerism stuff.
Yeah, there's ways to raise money.
I mean, games are already 4 hours because of all the commercials, to her point. Like,
Yeah.
ads are thrown in our face constantly.
Yeah,
I'm
speaking
good.
of, like, drink my high.
Yeah, drink my high.
Like, if we can put that on the jersey.
Okay, I was about to say,
we can put that on the
are
jersey.
you good with the My High?
Like, let's replace the numbers with just the My High logo.
What about just the LSU logo? Take that off, My High on the helmet?
Take the right side off. Smart.
So our boy Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo, put out some odds to who the company would be to be on LSU's jersey.
Gordon has the best ones. I already know.
Second best.
Oh, really?
Second
Canes?
best. Canes. So he goes Raising Canes minus 250. Gordon McKernan minus 115. Walk-ons plus 100. LeBears plus 200. Fred's plus 250. Community Coffee plus 400. Mike Anderson's plus 500. Benny's Car Wash plus 600. Zippy's plus 800. And the long shot, Hungry Howie's plus 1,200.
Benny's is your best odds there for sure. They got some.
I think if you're a betting man and you want to get some actual juice, I think Community Coffee plus 400.
Yeah, because Community Coffee got that money.
Yeah.
Fred's would be my.
That's what I was saying. Like, that's what I was thinking. Though, is like some of those places don't really advertise. Like Fred's doesn't advertise. I don't really see them. Exactly. Yeah.
That's why Fred's would be like the coolest one. Like that'd be awesome.
I think there's probably another company that's probably like minus.
Like some industrial steel
Turner?
company or something.
No, and it's a
MMR.
company I'm familiar with.
MMR.
MMR is a good one.
I'm very familiar with their
game.
Well, not their game, but their company, their relationship with LSU. It would be Powerade.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
We can't stand for that.
We can't stand.
No, we got to get my high up there.
Yeah, we can't stand for that. That can't happen.
No.
Powerade's better than Gatorade because Gator's in the title of Gatorade.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but just because you're better than that doesn't really mean.
Why don't you? Yeah, I know. Why don't you just do my high on the jersey?
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure that would pass compliance.
I like buying the helmet.
Yeah.
Just take the whole helmet.
Oh, if they start putting decals on helmets, my stand is I'm okay with it for practice.
Yeah.
If you want to do it during practice, again, you go back and we've been doing this in the NFL for 13 seasons now. So this has been a thing. NFL jerseys don't have logos. The NBA does. MLB does. MLS does. Every NHL does not, I don't believe. So but you've got a lot of the major sports that have done this. And so unfortunately, I think it is inevitable that at some point it is going to happen. Now, NFL, maybe it doesn't because NFL is the biggest sport that we have.
They protect the shield too pretty hard.
Right.
I don't
want to be the first either.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to be the first that does this.
Well, you're one about practice. Like, I know Colorado did it last year. A couple teams did it. It was like 3 or 4. They did like the players' social media to like pump them up at practice. But like, you're not wearing that during a game.
That's why I started this off by saying, like, we always know that we want to be on the front line, the cutting edge of like staying ahead in this ever-changing NIL world and paying players world. But like this one is such a sensitive topic because you're dealing with something that's so traditional. And we don't do a lot of crazy uniforms because the traditionalism that is the LSU standard uniform. We love it. It's beloved. So my hope is, just like you, I'm absolutely practice jerseys all day. Do it. You want to put shirts on, you want to put patches on everything the players wear in a press conference after the game. You know what? Put them on the coaches. Put it on Brian Kelly.
Yeah, on the headsets, they already sell that
He gets shown as much as, a player does on the sideline where you could actually zoom in and see a patch, right? So Brian Kelly gets shown, and it benefits the coach to have more money to pay for players if that's what it's really for. Put it on them, but don't bastardize the college traditional uniform.
Someone was asking, what if you put a small sticker on the back of your helmet? The problem is with LSU, one of the iconic things about the LSU helmet is you have the state of Louisiana flag and the American flag on the back too. So even if you put it on the back of the helmet, then you're taking away from, in my opinion, the state flag and the American flag, right?
Yep, and there's always real estate back there too. Like if something happens in your program, that there's always space for a sticker for like a remembrance or something like that. And to me, the back of the helmet's kind of a special real estate there. Anyway, it's the world we live in.
I wish they would just put the American flag patch like they had against, was it Army?
Yeah, in the corner.
That.
Like this,
right
here.
Well, it's a little bit better than that one from Burlington.
Hey.
Wasn't torn.
That one looks like it's been through a lot.
Well, Old Glory went through a lot.
Of meth.
Francis Scott Key was sitting there in his prison cell, looking out his prison window, the bombs bursting in air. Saw Old Glory flying, tattered, beaten up. Never even thought that college football teams, 250 years later, would be thinking about putting a Dillard's logo on their jersey.
Dillard's?
I feel like Dillard's just caught a stray.
I love Dillard's.
Yeah, Dillard's great.
Just don't be the Lakers. Like the Lakers are like, you know, it'd make our jersey look better. Wish.com.
What is Wish.com?
It's like it's kind of like Temu, right?
Yeah, it's like it's like the OG.
Pretty sure.
Temu is like TemuWish.com.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Like
Temu's
Wish.com
like
is the original Temu.
Like the
You can get, like,
overseas
cheap
site
stuff.
where you can get stuff for dirt cheap, and it's dirt cheap made when you get it.
Yeah. I've never
heard
fallen
somebody
prey.
say Temu?
I have, and I just never
Like, they called Omar
cared
the
enough
Temu
to-
tiger.
I just never cared enough to go look.
Okay, all right.
There's
cheap
websites
knockoff.
you get a
I've
bunch
never
of, like,
fallen prey
cheap
to
stuff
either
from
of them.
China.
Yeah, like
That's not-
knockoff items.
That's
like,
not American.
Really, really cheap. And it's pretty American
Okay.
to get cheap stuff from China, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, and to her point.
Matt Flynn looking like Seabass from Dumb and Dumber.
Absolutely.
Kick his ass, Seabass. That's not
Couple
bad.
Boilermakers.
It's not bad. It's a
What?
good scene.
That's
Seabass.
yeah. Thank
Great
you.
scene.
Thank you, because I look big and tough and strong.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to whip your ass.
All right, we'll step away. When we come back,
We'll Joe Dirt.
We'll Joe Dirt it. One of the most iconic scenes in the history of film. And we've got Jay Johnson joining us in 15 minutes from now. Stay locked in, OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. Centralplumbing.org is the website for, you guessed it, Central Plumbing. But not only in Central. Of course, they can help you out in that area, but we're talking to the entire greater Baton Rouge area. If you have an emergency, 225-925-8552 is the 24/7, 365 weekend holiday game day. Tomorrow, pretty important day, 4th of July. A lot of people, most everybody, I would say 99.9% of people are off, but if you've got an emergency, guess who'll be there?
Central Plumbing.
That's right, because 365, 24/7 means exactly that.
You're going to be eating hot dogs, you're going to be eating hamburgers, you're going to be eating ice cream, banana pudding. You're going to be eating so many things mixed together. It could create some sort of plumbing issue in your house, in your friend's house, in your family's house. Give them a call. See how they can help you, whatever it is. Whatever your plumbing needs, 24/7 emergency service, centralplumbing.org.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. its past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
And I've set up and tore down this stage with my own two hands. We've traveled this land back.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Are you scared?
Devil without a cause, and I'm back with the beaver hats and Ben Davis slacks. 30-pack of strolls, 30-pack of no Rogaine in the propane flows. The chosen one.
God, I've heard this song since Moby Dick was a minnow. Nice pull. Well, I mean, speaking of Kid Rock.
Wait, hold on. Before you get to that, every year I take
great album, by the way.
A Kentucky Derby trip.
Yeah.
A couple years ago.
Did you go this?
Yeah, I went this year. I think it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Our table was right next to Kid Rock.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting there. We're kind of hanging out with him a little bit throughout the day, and having some cold pops. And he comes over and he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, look over there." And I'm like, "Where?" He said, "These nuts."
It's not how the joke
And I was
works.
like, I don't think that worked.
That is not the delivery there, kid.
So I got these nuts wrongly.
Still a good story.
The Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Best concert I've ever been to. Kid Rock.
So I 100%
so
agree
serious
with you.
when I
I don't
say
know if
that.
it's the best I've ever been to,
No,
but he
like,
played.
it's so good.
He played at our Super Bowl victory party.
Yeah.
At the Marriott Hotel
Electric.
in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
And it was just like the Packer, our players and family and close friends, whoever was like on the list. So I mean, you're probably talking 300 people.
Yeah.
The dude rocked his face off.
Yeah.
Worked his ass off.
I was exaggerating when I said but definitely like top 5 concerts
I was actually kind of shocked at like how good it was.
It was so good. It was electric.
So you were at the Kentucky Derby when So Virginity won.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was what?
When
2
was
years
the
ago?
Kentucky Derby?
No,
this is this
Sovereignty
past
won
year.
First
this
Saturday
year.
in May.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's why
First
that's why
Saturday in May.
that's
Agree.
why the video resurfaced
Yeah.
because when Sovereignty won, I'm like, So Virginity, Mario, and I had to play it.
Yeah.
And now my phone continues to blow up.
I'm telling
Still,
you, it was on a random
3 million
Yeah.
views right now.
Dude, I'm in that video for a total of 2 seconds just when we pan to, I'm in a wedding a year and a half ago, and we're lining up doing a little send-off thing at the end of the wedding, right? Where like you line up on either side. Some girl standing across from me goes, "Hey, I know you." I was like, "Me?" She goes, "Yeah, you're the guy in that Sovereignty video."
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even think I said anything in that video.
Wait, what is? I don't know the video.
Okay, get that ready. But first, speaking of Kid Rock, he starred in one of the greatest films of our lifetime.
Nate, the world.
Joe Dirt, and here is, because tomorrow is the 4th of July, a
Get
scene that everybody needs to see.
As my head cleared, I realized I needed a different approach. Then I got a brainstorm. Hire an Indian tracker to help me, man. That's a great idea. They can find anything. It's like in the movies. So I headed for a reservation.
You want me to put my ear to the ground, listen for hoofbeats, check for footprints, look for broken twigs. But this is the modern age. That stuff doesn't work anymore, which is why I had to open this fireworks stand. I wasn't getting by on my tracking wages.
Come on, you're supposed to be good at tracking stuff, man. I gotta find my parents.
And I've got to figure out a way to sell more fireworks. I'm going broke with this venture also.
Well, I see you got them snakes and sparklers, but where's good stuff, man?
Good stuff. This is the good stuff. Snakes and sparklers.
Are you nuts, dude? You need stuff to explode. Go boom.
Why is that good?
You might as well ask, why is the tree good? Why is the sunset good? Why are boobs good? Man, firecrackers. You stick them in mailboxes, you drop them in toilets, you shove them up bullfrogs' ass.
I would never do that, because I'm going to be a veterinarian.
Well, there you go. Someone shoves an M80 up a bullfrog's butt, blows him to pieces. He comes back to you to fix it. You win twice, brother. It's good biz. So you're going to tell me that you don't have no black cats, no Roman candles, or screaming mimes?
No.
Oh, come on, man. You don't got no lady fingers, buzz buttles, snicker bombs, church burners, finger blasters, gut busters, zippity doodads, or crap flappers?
No, I don't.
You're gonna stand there, owning a fireworks stand, and tell me you don't have no whistling bungholes, no spleen splitters, whisker biscuits, honky lighters, Husker do's, Husker don'ts, cherry bombs, nipsy daisers, with or without the scooter stick, or one single whistling kitty chaser?
No. Because snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like.
Well, that might be your problem. It's not what you like, it's the consumer.
Some spleen splitters?
When he's doing that scene, like, is he just like randomly, like, whatever's like, there's no way you can remember all of that. There's no way.
That took a couple takes. He was too good in that one.
Yeah, it was way too good.
If I go to the
crap
store
flapper,
and
spleen
find
splitter.
a screaming kitty chaser, I'm buying
my
it.
God.
Oh my gosh. That was good.
Like I said, we used to watch that in high school. My junior year, we would watch it. Me and the linemen would get together. We'd go to Ryan's Steakhouse.
Oh, heck yeah. We had Ryan's.
Yeah, because Thursday was all you can eat steak.
Yeah.
So we'd go there, fill up.
Great cut of meat, I'm sure that was.
Absolutely. The finest end of the sirloin. And then we would go to somebody's house and we'd watch Joe Dirt. That was our tradition. Every Thursday.
Every Thursday?
For the Tyler Lee Red Raiders.
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
All right.
How else do you think we made an incredible run to the second round of the playoffs?
Y'all only made it to the second round of the playoffs?
My junior year, yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Who'd y'all lose to?
Mesquite Skeeters.
Wait, you lost to a team with the mascots, the Mosquitoes?
No, the Skeeters.
Oh, Skeeters. I thought.
Yeah, it's short for mosquito.
Yeah.
Mesquite Skeeters. They had I think one of the top defensive tackles in the whole country. Went to UT. I can't remember his name.
Oh, it must have been dynamic if you can't remember his name.
They put him at running back, too. I don't remember anybody's name. So at that time, my high school had never been past the second round. This was my junior year.
And you think that school could come over to Shreveport Evangel and get a victory?
My senior year, we could have.
How far did y'all go then?
We got to be in the semifinals.
Okay, that's better.
We should have won, obviously.
Who'd you lose to then?
Midland.
Which Midland?
Midland High. They hadn't been in the playoffs since 1958. They beat us. Not Midland Lee, not the sexy one.
Not Midland Lee.
No.
Not Cedric Benson went to Midland Lee?
Cedric Benson went to Midland Lee. Sure did.
You lost to a school that hadn't been to the playoffs since Elvis dropped his first album?
Yeah, and then they got beaten by Converse Judson in the state championship, who was tailor-made
San Antonio.
Yeah. Did you at least get to go play like in Cowboy Stadium in the semis?
Yeah. We played there after the first round. Every year you play your first round at some like the better team's home field, or maybe it was a coin flip. But second round on, you were always playing at Texas Stadium.
Oh,
or,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. At least that's cool. 1958 stats probably something you should forget. Don't tell people that again.
I don't know if anybody knows this, but that year, LSU won its first national title. Did they? 59.
Oh, I thought I was so confused. I thought you were talking.
I thought I got it wrong. Based on your face.
I thought you were talking about 2003, your senior. I'm like, no, they didn't. Like you were there. Like I was so confused.
Yep.
All right, somebody that's never confused. He's always got a plan. The head baseball coach for the national champion LSU Tigers, Jay Johnson, joins us when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Hey, Matt, tell the people about Dos Equis while I remind Jay that he's coming on the show.
Oh, you got to send a little reminder? All right, 4th of July, America's birthday. What better way to celebrate it than with a Mexican lager? Go stock up today. Everybody's gonna go to their 4th of July. You're gonna get together with family. You're gonna get together with friends. There's nothing better to do than to go for Dos. Go to wherever it is, your grocery store, your liquor store, the convenience store. Everywhere. We know it. They got it. Cool it down. Get yourself some ice cold limes. Cut them up into slices. There's nothing better. Golden Mexican lager. And they got the amber. Whatever your choice is. Go for Dos. I'm gonna delete some beers tomorrow, and I hope you delete some beers.
I've already got them in the fridge. They will already be accounted for. You should already stock up as well. Be prepared for a party tomorrow and go for Dos.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team color, team swag, and now your very own website, LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net, powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like Vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge, and very excited for our next conversation. Someone we caught up with every single week during the baseball season, and now we get to talk to him as a two-time national champion. It is the head baseball coach for the LSU Fighting Tigers, Jay Johnson. Coach, we appreciate it. Thanks for hopping on with us. I know it has been a whirlwind for you.
Been a little busy, but the best kind of busy. So how you guys doing?
We are doing great. And you have been, because, we were talking about it after a national championship. You see a lot of people, okay, let me go ahead, take a rest, take a load off. Let me, reflect on what just happened. But that is not the approach of Jay Johnson. It never has been. I mean, you have been working towards next year's team already. It feels like, Coach, since the moment that the final out was recorded.
Yeah, I definitely took Sunday night to celebrate and be with this team. It's just a crazy dynamic that it's not avoidable. It's not anybody's fault. It's just the way things have all kind of matriculated and transpired, particularly for baseball and the baseball schedule. It is what it is, and that going in. It was actually when we beat Arkansas to not have to play again on Thursday, I felt like that almost saved us a little bit. It just gave us an extra day, not just to get ready for Coastal, which was huge to have that extra day to prepare, but to try to just hold serve in recruiting while we were playing. And so that was good and set the table for some things we were able to do when we won. And yeah, the celebration was awesome. Definitely taking pockets of time, like when I'm on a plane or something, to watch highlights of the series. But other than that, you got to go. We got some catching up to do. So it's been pretty busy.
Yeah, and really, like you said, there's nothing you can really do. It's not that you don't want to enjoy and celebrate with the team. It's because of the calendar. And with the calendar, as we talked about last time we had you on, like the portal was open and there was players that were making decisions. There was players that had already been in the portal, out of the portal, and gotten to their new school, and you're still playing baseball. And so, like, during that entire process, Coach, how do you make sure that you, your staff, everybody, you're focused on the main thing, which is to go win a national championship, but also knowing that you probably have to start some of these conversations just to make sure that when it does end, you actually have an opportunity to get whichever players that you're trying to get to LSU?
Yeah, it's a tough balance. I think we did a good job. Prior to Omaha, we picked up a couple veteran hitters that kind of have a dynamic that we need for next year's team. So that was helpful. Then the Omaha thing, you'd really try to sell, like, turn on the TV, man. Like, this is what this is about. Yeah. And, you want to be a part of that. Just hang tight for another week or so. And some guys did and some guys didn't, and that's okay. And, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trade Omaha for the world, and I'm proud of our team. I think one of the positives maybe this time around is we have a few more guys that contributed to that will be returning than the last time. And so it's not quite as much of a overhaul, if you will. Like, I think in 23, if I'm not mistaken, like, maybe 2 of the 9 starters were coming back. Yeah. And this year it might be 4, might be 5, but it might only be 3. But the young pitching we have in the program with Casey Evans, William Schmidt, Maverick Rizzi, Cooper Williams, potentially a couple guys coming back, hopefully Zach Cow and Jaden Newt. Like, there's a really good foundation of a really good pitching staff there. And just as our team proved this year, the game's about pitching. So yep. We'll find the right guys and keep moving to the finish line here over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, Coach, I just want to start by telling you thank you for a couple things. One, you've made my entire family like huge baseball fans. We all own proud owners of LSU baseball jerseys now. We watched and had such a good time throughout the entire run as a family. But then at the celebration, somehow my little boy snuck onto the field and was getting autographs after the celebration, and you were very kind to him. You spent time and said hi to him, and you signed his ball, and he's got a little glass case. So I want to start by saying thank you for that. Thank you for being kind to him. And I want to say, in 10 years from now, when somebody asks you, reflect back on the 2025 LSU baseball team, how would you describe this team and the season as a whole?
Yeah, I think two things come to mind. First off, our motto for the season was tough and together, and that was from day one of August. And I kind of came up with that of, where I felt like we needed to elevate the program and the team from last year. And that's what they were. I mean, through this entire deal. But the hallmark of the team was consistency. And there was just so many points along the way where you pointed to it and go like, man, this is pretty good. Like, I don't know if we're the most talented team, even though we had exceptional talent, especially on the mound. But we're doing this the right way. These guys are doing this the right way. They're responding to success well. They're responding to failure well. They're motivated. There was very few lapses in anything, concentration, intent. And that's why I'm really proud. Like, there's a quote from John Wooden that great teams play near their capability often. Yep. And I really believe that's what this team did. And, we're not just the national champions. I feel like we played the best of anybody in the country in 2025.
Catching up with LSU head baseball coach Jay Johnson here on OTB. Coach, one of the things you and I often talk about is, okay, you have this high school recruiting class and you've put in so many hours, so many days, weeks, and months, and really years into trying to get this player on campus. Outside of actually winning a national championship, is it the best feeling when you get them through the MLB draft, or when they call you and say, hey, coach, I know you probably thought I was going to enter the draft. I'm actually taking my name out. All that hard work that you and the staff did, I'm going to come play baseball for you?
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, because the first thing you mentioned doesn't happen without decisions like that. Like, we're not the national champions without Kason Evans, Derek Curiel, William Schmidt, those guys that just did it last year, or Jared Jones returning, from last year's draft. And, we just had one with Omar Cerna, freshman catcher, who's a great player, which, man, you put Cade Arambidi and him together. Not only are they both great catchers, but they both have power and play first base, DH, maybe play third. That's a really big lift, because there's a lot of questions right now with how things are going to shake out. Like, we're going to wear it on the chin a little bit with our high school recruiting class. There's too much money in this draft. Like, I don't know if MLB got tired of players choosing to go to college or LSU or what, but getting Omar through, to pair with Cade was a big deal, and feel great about that. And it's like, thinking back on it, like when, Kason told me he's coming, like that's how these championships and those things happen. And same with a lot of these guys. So yeah, it is a good feeling, because you can't get to that championship unless decisions like that are made. And hopefully we'll be fortunate, with a few of them, and we're trying to prepare for all scenarios. But I don't know what Major League Baseball did, but they're pumping a lot of money into this amateur draft this year.
Yeah, and to kind of piggyback on that too, I mean, landing a big recruit or getting someone to stay, it's all validation, right? It's all validation of hard work that y'all put into it, the scouting reports, and then what you put on the field, just like you said. And another validation is when a recruit like that signs with you, comes and has a lot of success. And to that point, Derek Curiel named National Freshman of the Year. What did this freshman class, and specifically Derek, really mean to this team all year?
Yeah, I'm really happy for him. He's had an outstanding year, and playing at LSU, you get a lot of attention. And so he's gotten a lot of attention, but he's deserved it. And then, kind of maybe narrowly missed out on some of these awards, but that's the one that counts, because those are the guys that know the best and are most in tune with college baseball. So to be the D1Baseball.com National Freshman of the Year, that's the one that counts, in my opinion. And very proud of him for that. Just love how he goes about baseball. Like, he builds his life around baseball, and I thought that was well deserved. Now, I liked your question too about this group. I think on the 27-man roster in Omaha, we had 7 freshmen, which was by far the most, and very thankful for that group, because, we're going to really lean into them and lean on to them next year and then the year after that. And expect some of those guys to get better, and a lot of them contributed to a national championship team. I mean, like I said, Evans, freshman All-American, pitched 50-plus high-leverage innings. William Schmidt was 7-0. Maverick Rizzi led our team in appearances. John Pearson kind of became the right-handed hitter we went to off the bench. Derek, obviously, Cade Arambidi. We won several SEC games with him behind the plate, and feel like he's poised and ready to take that deal over. So really excited, just really excited about that. And, we'll get another good class of probably less of them, to be honest with you. It's just the way that it is, but that's okay. And try to blend it in with return a few guys that maybe are on the cusp of the draft or returning from our team, and then a few guys in the portal, and strap it on and do it again. And excited for that challenge.
So, Coach, you mentioned William Schmidt there, and it has me wondering, like, you look at what Cade Anderson went from his first year to his second year on campus, right? I mean, first year, obviously, he did some good things, but the second year he explodes, one of the best, pitchers out there. Like, so for William Schmidt, when you see the talent, you mentioned he's 7-0, right? But he's going to have a bigger role in this team. Do you go about it in the same way as far as developing the player? Like, hey, here's what we did with Cade. We're going to do a lot of the similar things with you. Or is like every player a little bit different and you've kind of got your own plan for William Schmidt?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I feel like we have a few pitchers in that boat. So, I think there's a lot of learning that can be done for, a William Schmidt or a Cooper Williams, who was awesome for us down the stretch. I mean, that appearance in the Super Regional was huge. And I think with both those guys, you can take some similarities because they're actually similar body types and good athletes, kind of like Cade was. I've told everybody, if I let Cade hit, I bet he would be a starting outfielder for us. He's a terrific athlete. And if he wants to come back next year, I'll let him hit too. So I'll just put that out there on the record. No, just kidding. Yeah, that's the Nationals. You're up. Coach Yeski is excellent. And we have some really good plans, for like I said, Cooper Williams, William Schmidt, Maverick Rizzi. Maverick's going to throw up in the Cape Cod League about 4 times over 3 weeks and get on the mound. We're going to send Cooper out to Arizona to do some training stuff. And then we have a very specific plan for William that we're working through. And I'm really excited about that. I want to, the portal is part of this thing, but I've always been a program developer, program builder, and those guys are at the heart of that. So really excited to dig into that with them.
So, Coach, Jacob and I, we were both fortunate to be a part of national championships in our respective sport. And I was here in 2003 when we won a national championship. And I remember the off season for the 2004 season. So right off that, Coach Saban made it a point that we all felt to let that new team understand that we're not the old team. And it was the hardest physically and mentally off season we had ever been through because they wanted to reset everything. And they wanted to make a point that we're not going to be complacent. We're not going to read our press clippings. We're going to work your tails off. And this is a whole new team. So your strategy, you've already done it once, but your strategy going into a brand new team, a new off season, what kind of message do you need to send? And is that a challenge coming off of a national championship?
Yeah, it is. And I think John Gordon, the speaker, writer, has become a friend of mine, and I actually had him help me with this last time. And he talked about really clearly delineating this is not repeating, defending anything. This is attacking a new opportunity. And we'll bring in a group of players that have not won a national championship. So, wouldn't be fair to them, for the staff, the returning players, to not give everything they can so that those guys can be a part of that. Also, I think I know how hard this is to do, and don't take it for granted. And I said this somewhere, this just didn't happen overnight. So you have to, recommit, reinvest to what we call our process of winning. And that starts the first day of school. We start lifting the first day of school. We start skill instruction the first week of school to max out the days and opportunities to develop because Tate Anderson developing strength, developing a slider, like that just didn't show up in, April. Like he was in on that as soon as the season was over. The improvements that, Jared Jones made with, contact with pitches in the zone, like that was a lot of work over time. And he's a talented player. And because of that work being really deliberate, you get to those things. And I understand that probably go overboard on it. I don't think you can manufacture it artificially. I think the players see right through it. So kind of what I do is, we'll have a ring ceremony for this team that won the championship. And I think you have to let those guys enjoy that and be a part of that. And some of it, otherwise, what the hell are we doing it for in the first place? So you have to respect that. Yeah. And at the same time, like when it's October 20th and we're in the fourth inner squad, like I'm not thinking about last year's national championship. So it's just maturity. And I actually feel like we have guys that were a part of this thing, that were a part of maybe the season before, which was still a successful season. We won 44 games and they know the difference. Yeah. And we'll work accordingly. And there are so many positive things that we can take from this team that are actually transferable and translatable, but we won't take that for granted because culture doesn't transfer from team to team. I believe that's a big myth. You have to reset and reestablish that every year.
All right, there he is, head baseball coach for the LSU Tigers, Jay Johnson. Good enough to join us all season long. Coach, we can't thank you enough for your time. We appreciate it every single Thursday when you join us. I would say, enjoy the offseason, but we know the grind never stops, so we appreciate even today giving us a couple of minutes.
No problem. It's from the football experts. How many football games are we going to win this year? What do we got?
Hey, we're going double digit, Coach.
Let's go.
We're going double. Hey, we just got to get that opener. We got to get that opener. You got to start out on the right foot.
That's right. Absolutely. Clemson, right?
That's right.
All right. Let's get it done.
Absolutely. There he is. Coach Jay Johnson, every single Thursday here during baseball season, was good enough to join us. Let's go. Let Jay Johnson go give the boys a little speech over there in Ponderosa.
Oh, hell yeah.
I bet he could fire a football team up.
There's no doubt. I mean, I could fire anybody up.
Because if you're a champion, I don't care what sport it is, you got something to you.
I just wrote this down. Quote. I love it. Culture does not transfer from team to team.
Does not. We'll talk about that when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. Check out what they can do for you. Currently, for me, leasing a Highlander. Love it. It's perfect size for me. Bebop around town.
Go fast.
You can fit, sometimes when you go watch F1, you go a little too fast. You can fit 6 comfortably in this vehicle. But if you need something bigger, guess what? They got you. Sequoia, full-size SUV. Sienna, minivan. You can get it murdered out if you want to.
What if you need to haul some stuff in the back of it?
You got a Tundra, Tacoma, multiple trucks, different size trucks as well. Right, Tacoma's a little bit smaller than the Tundra. Tundra's a little bit bigger than the Tacoma. So, look, you got multiple options. AllStarToyotaOfBatonRouge.com.
Toyotas, not only do they have everything, but they're safe, they're efficient, they're reliable. Whatever it is, go check them out. If you're in the market right now, just go see what they have on the lot. You don't even have to go to the lot. Just go see what they have online, what's available. Start the process. Start shopping. AllStarToyotaOfBatonRouge.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like Vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
The 2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
What was that quote you said you really liked from Jay Johnson?
Culture does not transfer from team to team.
It does not.
By Jay Johnson on Off the Bench.
A coach can create the culture, and you can mimic the style, the way he goes about his business of a coach. But I love that because every group of people you put together, different things organically are going to come out. They're going to happen.
Yep.
Like 2006 LSU had a different culture than 2007. A lot of the pieces were the same. We just had a different mindset. The 2007 football team that we were a part of, I think for me, had the best culture of any team that I've ever been on. Like, nothing fazed us. Mm-hmm. Now, we were talented in 2006, but I just feel like we had a different mindset.
I think almost every championship team, you can go back and say it was just a little bit different for whatever reason, and it's hard to even put your finger on, like, how was it different? Why was it different? What made it different? It's just a combination and a group of people that do something special, and it's hard to put your finger on why. But culture doesn't transfer, but expectations do.
Yeah, I'm going to hit that as well when we come back.
Mm-hmm. Off the Bench.
Go to boudreauxelectrical.com if you are looking for that whole home generator. If you want to make sure that you are protected during storm season. If you want to have the ultimate peace of mind during storm season. Because a lot of times you're like, oh man, when's the last time we started that old school generator? When's the last time we pulled the handle, got that puppy started?
Gotta go to the gas station and get like the diesel to go fill it up.
Yeah, and then you might be able to have like maybe your refrigerator, maybe like a fan plugged into this deal.
Outside freezer.
Maybe something like that. But if you got a whole home generator, guess what's powered, Matt?
I would say your whole home?
Your entire home. That would be correct.
Would that be your refrigerator? Your dishwasher, your washer and dryer,
all of it,
all the lights in your house, your AC. So you would stay cool in the middle of the summer.
That's right.
BoudreauxElectrical.com. Boudreaux's Electrical, peace of mind. Get a generator. Let's go.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, Ice Cubes.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like Vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Thursday, July 3rd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 93. In hour 3 of today's show, Chef Michael Johnson hops on for our weekly Munchie segment. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone.
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB, hour number 3 here on this Thursday morning as we celebrate America.
Oh, God. I'm so excited.
The birthday of our nation
I
tomorrow.
love July 4th, and I love America. What are you laughing at?
What else you love?
Nothing. I love Lamp.
What?
I love Lamp. It's from Anchorman.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said, I don't even want to tell you what
All right,
said.
cool.
Yeah. Because we'll see 7 squirrels if I say that.
I know. I love a lot of things, buddy.
I know you do. Green Bay Packers.
Love God. Love my family. Love
LSU
America.
Tigers.
Love football. And baseball now. I love the Tour de France, even though that's not American.
I was about to say.
A couple Americans in it.
Actually, don't worry. I'll let you talk about that later on.
There was like I want to say 9 years ago, I took a trip to Ireland with my dad and one of my brothers.
Shout out to Alvin.
Golf. And can I tell you, Irish people in Ireland love America. Like at the time it was the offseason I was signed with the Patriots. They loved me because I was with the Patriots at the time. It was the wildest thing. And we were there during July 4th. And they had in Killarney, Ireland, southwestern part of the island, they had like the biggest 4th of July parade celebration I'd ever seen. That's a little like,
all right. That
was a little bit of hyperbole there, but
yeah, right.
It was. They do. They love it but they hate England.
Right.
They hate them. They love us because we beat them.
They treat 4th of July the way we treat Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
All right. That's a good
I feel like no one in Mexico cares about. Well, we care about 4th of July.
I know what you're saying, though. Like, we really celebrate
I'm telling
Cinco de
Mayo.
Like more than we go ham on Cinco de Mayo.
Down the middle of Killarney, Ireland was a huge, like, float Statue of Liberty, tons of Uncle Sam's running around. It was awesome.
How is Ireland?
It's amazing.
Everybody I know that's been there is like, that's one of my favorite places I've been.
It was amazing. Rented a car, had to drive on the other side of the road, which took some getting used to, especially at the roundabouts.
Should we go cover the Iowa State-Kansas State game in August?
Yep.
I don't see why not.
How do we sell that to the brass?
I'd rather do that than
quarterback matchup, a lot of eyeballs.
Avery
Johnson, Rocco Beck.
Hey guys, you want to take 104.5 ESPN National?
International.
You want to be national or global?
Right.
Let's go global.
Let's go global.
I'm sure the shows will be super great. Yeah. Well, we'd be doing it the morning show like at noon.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Sweet. Had to wake up early, get to sleep in a little bit, more energy.
Yeah.
Let's just move there so we can sleep late every day.
Stadium, like that's a good football atmosphere, despite that it's a soccer stadium. But like, it's been good 2 years in a row.
Despite.
Like they don't normally play football in it, but I'm saying like the crowd has been electric.
Crowds can still be great at a
had
soccer
some
venue.
No, I'm saying they don't do
Unless
football.
you're the Chargers playing at the Home Depot Center. That wasn't great.
They have Irish football there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing like our football or like soccer or anything.
Right.
It's like its own rules. It's only in Ireland. So we got tickets to one of them, and it was electric, dude. It was County Kerry versus County Cork.
Oh, yeah.
In Killarney. It was electric. There was a star player there for County Cork, I believe. I can't remember. His name was the Gooch. He was a star. Everybody knew the Gooch.
The Gooch, that's the neighborhood that guy lived in.
He was like the
Grant
Tom
Frecken,
Brady
the
of Ireland.
scammer from
When you
Tennessee.
say Gooch, that's the name he goes by?
I'm sure it's short for something. Maybe Gunther or something.
No, his name is Colm Cooper.
Where'd they get Gooch
He's an
from?
Irish Gaelic footballer for County Kerry.
Yep. I got the opportunity to meet the Gooch.
Why he's called the Gooch, I don't know. But, I mean, his name's Colm Cooper.
No, remember,
It means
Taylor,
something
we were
different there,
talking
I
about
think,
that
probably.
neighborhood called the Gooch.
The guy who
What do you want me to do
Probably
here?
a term of endearment.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to continue on until I say something I shouldn't?
Yeah, so I met the Gooch at
There's the Gooch right
at a
there.
little pub.
Okay, that is not what I thought the Gooch was
I
going to
agree.
look like. I thought the
Can we
Gooch
get
was
do you have
going
any
to
highlight
look
clips
different.
I can follow one.
of Gaelic football? It was amazing though. So I saw him. We shared a Guinness.
Did you split the G? I don't know. So it's like a trend for some reason, where like you chug a Guinness until you split the G on the glass.
right.
You know how there's a G on the glass.
No, when you drink a beer with the Gooch, you go past the G.
You finish the beer.
You finish the beer.
Yeah.
There he
Here's
is.
Colm
Look at
Cooper
this.
highlights.
Look at this.
Seems very angry.
Let's go. There it is.
I thought you weren't allowed to use your hands.
So this is
soccer.
Irish football.
This is Irish football.
Oh, it's different from soccer.
Yeah.
Like
It's
their
just
own
like
game.
a combination of rugby and soccer.
It's like a combination
What it
of
looks like,
rugby,
right?
soccer, ultimate
Why
frisbee.
do they
lots
wear
of things.
polos as their
Because
jerseys?
it's
Because they're
classy.
gentlemen.
Because it's classy.
And he's dribbling, so it's like basketball,
It's kind of
rugby,
like rugby, right?
Yeah, I think.
Look at this.
soccer.
I'm telling you.
But they got a goalpost too. Look above the net.
A goalpost. What?
Yep.
Yeah, look. That's
How many
wild.
people are there? My God.
It was. I'm telling you, it was. We barely got tickets.
Yeah.
Bro, the
And
Gooch
County
can
Kerry,
score.
The Gooch. He was a scorer.
Look at him.
He gooches. He scores.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh my God.
It's space between. You know what I mean?
I almost said something that I'm pretty sure could have got me fired.
Canceled?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
When you said the space between, it's always like, what position does this guy play? I don't. He's a bit of a tweener.
He's a
It's like,
tweener.
that's the Gooch.
Right in between. At the bottom.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we gotta move. We have to move on.
From Gooch?
We have to, because I got
Yeah,
these
he's
jokes
a-
that I want to pop off, and I'm
he's
going
a
in my head. Can I
baller,
say
though,
them? Can I
dude.
not
He's a
say
baller.
them?
Well, and like you were talking like
Not
Gaelic
quite, though,
football.
almost.
He's a ball and ginge.
You were saying Gaelic football.
Not
I'm thinking a
quite.
big like
Doesn't quite
rugby
get
style guy. He's a
balls.
slim dude.
I know. There were some big hits. Gooch was decleating people out there. You okay, buddy?
Yes, I'm good.
I told you it means something different.
I
there,
know.
okay?
I know.
Maybe it doesn't. Who knows?
I know.
Nah, I mean, maybe not.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Apparently, there was a doll that was called the Gooch, and Gooch over here
Are we
looks
gonna-
like
What
the
does
doll.
that doll? I gotta look up the Gooch doll.
All right.
I have to know what this looks
All right.
like.
All right.
How the Gooch drink the Guinness though? I feel like if you
Did
got a
he split
nickname
the
like
G?
that, like I'm pretty sure he eliminated those as well.
Let me tell you something. I made All Americans proud that night.
So you hung out with the Gooch.
I mean, just for a split second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Split a brew.
Split a brew. Split a G. Is that what
Yeah.
you said?
Split the G.
Or the good Lord split you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't know Irish soccer was a thing.
That's the thing. So
Or Gaelic,
I think,
whatever.
I think
Gaelic,
the
Irish
Gooch's,
football.
I think the
Yeah.
Gooch's fame has been contained to a small little island.
Yeah. It has.
But now, coast
He's
to coast,
getting
baby.
popular. Time to unleash the Gooch.
I need to see if I can get a sports card of the Gooch.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh.
now here it is.
You have one?
There was a doll in
No,
the
not
80s.
not the card.
There's
This
a
is
doll in the 80s called the Gucci doll, better nickname than Gooch, and it had red hair, and this is it.
Okay,
This is it right
'cause
here.
he does have red hair.
Mm-hmm. He is very pale.
Good Irish boy.
So
Lad. Irish
Yeah,
lad.
Irish lad.
Great.
Okay.
Do you like Guinness?
Yeah. It tastes different over there
Yeah.
than it does here.
I don't love it here,
I don't either.
but it goes down so smooth when you're there.
What?
Is it the nitrogen? I think it's like a nitrogen keg.
I don't know.
They
It
use
tastes
over
really
there?
good there. I've had it in a pub when we played the Saints over there.
Yeah, instead of using CO2 that we use here, I think they use like nitrogen specifically for that.
It went down smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, because we had a question about this earlier, and this is like behind the scenes meat making kind of stuff. You asked about Rouse's earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't show up, but now it's showing up. So do Rouse's as a live.
Okay.
here.
All right.
Well, you like not a floater.
Yeah,
whenever
yeah,
we go
yeah,
to
yeah,
it's
yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Oh, weird.
It's a weird way that it
to
showed
get,
up.
Okay, so to get me away from the Gooch, I'm going to tell the people about Russell Pools.
Hell yeah.
Here we go. Transition artist.
RussellPools.com. Russell Pool Company. Call them today, 225-924-2527. It is the one-stop shop, right? Look, if, for whatever reason, somebody else built your pool, it's okay. People make mistakes. But the thing about Russell is they are a one-stop shop, right? They can maintenance your pool. They can help you out in any retail situation. Maybe you need to add something. Maybe you need some supplies. They've got that as well. But I would fully encourage you, let them build your dream pool. They are as trusted as anybody in the game. The Tigers trust them. We trust them. You should as well. Going to get an incredible design. RussellPools.com.
RussellPools.com. Yeah, if you got like young kids and you don't have a pool, like what a great like moment that is. Time spent with the kids. Like don't let that time pass by before you decide. Okay, let's go ahead and build our pool, and the kids are already old. just go ahead and do it. They can help you design it, to build it, to maintain it, whatever it is. RussellPools.com.
All right, so we still have our guy, Chef Michael Johnson. He's going to hop on with us, and so you know what time it is. Go ahead inside the Bayou Ford chat and get those munchy questions in. It is one of our favorite times every single week. Chef Johnson, when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, so
you gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream.
Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Night is only $325 a month, the lowest prices in town. No contracts, no gimmicks, just real results without the hassle. Visit uniquephysique.com or call today to schedule a consultation and unlock your weight loss potential. Unique Physique, your weight loss solution.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Skip the guesswork. Vex European offers trusted second opinions on repair.
American girls and American guys, we'll always stand up and salute. We'll always recognize when we see old glory fly.
Locked in on LSU Football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
At night when we lay down our head. My daddy served in the army, where he lost his right eye, but he flew a flag out in our yard till the day that he died. He wanted my mother, my brother, my sister, and me to grow up and live happy in the land of the free. Now this nation that I love is falling under attack. A mighty sucker punch came flying in from somewhere in the back. Soon as knows we could see clearly through our big black eye.
R.I.P.
Man, we
baby.
lit up your world.
All right, welcome back in OTB. Let's go ahead and get to little munchies.
Get ready to tantalize your taste buds and leave this segment hungry. This is Munchies with Executive Chef Michael Johnson. Let's eat.
Chef, what's going on? How we doing, brother? How we living?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Fantastic. How could we not be? Tomorrow is America's birthday. And on that note, hashtag Munchies, what is on Chef's 4th of July menu?
I'm actually going to Toledo Bend, and I'm going to try to catch
3-1 great ball.
Yeah. I'm going to try to catch me some catfish first because fresh fish is always better, but I do have a little brisket lined up. My buddy, there's a big crew of people that are going, so we're gonna barbecue tomorrow.
Yes. Sign me up for that. Hashtag Munchies. Do you make your own tortillas?
I have before. You got to find the right quality ingredients. There's definitely a difference in it when you can get it done. And it's kind of one of those romantic things too. Like when you do it by hand, I think it's a superior product. But I don't do it all the time. No, there's something convenient about the speed of life. You know what I mean? When I'm trying to feed my children, I don't hand make tortillas.
Yeah, my wife and I one time we bought like a tortilla press because we were like, man, we're gonna do it ourselves. We love homemade tortillas, and we did it once, and we're like, yep, we'll never do that again.
Yeah, like for the price per pound. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it takes some time to get all those things pressed out. You have to have a small army to do it in an efficient amount of time, and so and that's only like 1/10 of the dish that you're preparing, right? So yeah,
hashtag
it's just better.
No doubt. Hashtag Munchies. What can you do with leftover cooked burger patties besides make another burger?
We like to put it into like a red sauce or something to make a bolognese, or put it into a stuffing or dirty rice or something like that. Yeah.
Dirty rice.
Chef,
That's
so
awesome.
A big part of the 4th of July is firing up the grill. Some people like to low and slow. Let's get some smoke on some meat. My question is, if you're cooking like some ribs or brisket, I'm sure it's different for every meat for you, but like, what kind of wood are we going with? And then my question, like I was told one time, like soak the wood for a couple hours prior to it.
Yes, all that. So
all of it.
I actually have a specific temperature that I like, and if you're smoking on a pellet grill, it's difficult to maintain that if you're smoking in like an oven with a controllable. And the reason for pellet grills is 'cause a lot of times it doesn't go down to 187 degrees, but that's the temperature that I like to smoke at. You can go to 190 if you don't go down that low, but so the lower you smoke, the more profuse and profound the smoke is, and it creates a deeper saturation, right? Once you get up into the 200, 220 range, you're getting a really light smoke, and you're really more so cooking than you are smoking. And so I like to smoke lower in the range. As far as soaking the wood, if you're using sticks of wood, yes, absolutely. Overnight is fine. You want to allow that moisture to absorb in because you don't want the wood to catch fire, which is, you dry wood out to set fire. If you're putting it into a fireplace, you wet the wood and soak it, and you need to weigh it down because it's going to float, right? So it needs to be saturated enough that when you put it near a fire or near the briquettes or near the fire source, it's smoldering, which creates the smoke versus catches fire, and it's definitely important. As far as the types of wood, I like to do a blend of woods depending on white meat or red meat. Red meat, I like to put, like a pecan in there. And let me rephrase that. If I'm smoking pork or chicken, I like to blend it with like a cherry or an apple or a peach with a heavier, more denser wood like pecan or hickory. I really like the flavor of hickory and pecan. And then for, like red meat, just a straight hickory, something like that. You can use like white oak, but I really prefer the other two flavors, yeah.
Hashtag Munchies. What's your barbecue sauce recipe?
So I'm going to get judged over this. I like molasses-based. Barbecue is a buzzword, right? Like if you're from Texas, you got. But I being from the Kansas City area, I do like the molasses-based sauces. And what I really love to do is KC Masterpiece makes a delicious sauce that I use as a base to go different directions, right? So I love making this raspberry jalapeno barbecue for pork. And like if I'm in a pinch and I don't have time to make the sauce, because I mean most people don't start with the molasses and the ketchup and make their own barbecue. You can, and it's feasible. But when it's busy on the 4th of July and you're just trying to make a good sauce, I'll take a KC Masterpiece and like for a brisket, I really love to take whole peppercorns, toast them off, then crack them and put them back into the pan, burn some bourbon or whiskey off while in the pan with them, and then put that into the barbecue sauce and make a whiskey or a bourbon pepper glaze for the barbecue. For a pork butt or something like that, I really love fruity stuff. This raspberry jalapeno. And you can use fresh jalapenos. You can use raspberry jam if you're in a pinch. But raspberry and jalapeno go exceptionally well together, and you make a sauce out of that, and then blend that into your barbecue sauce. So you're kind of sweetening it up a bit, brightening it with a little bit of fruitiness, and then spicing it with the jalapenos, right? And there's a lot of going on in there.
Chef, I remember. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you're good.
This was a completely different subject here question, but I remember 4th of July, like growing up, like the best sound ever playing outside as a kid was hearing that like homemade ice cream maker just churning, like in the wooden bucket. You got the ice on it. You got the ice cream salt poured over. You got the towel like to keep it all insulated. And we would always do like just a standard like vanilla ice cream or maybe a peach ice cream. But do you have any secret sauce to a good homemade ice cream? Maybe something that's not real traditional.
Well, I'm old enough, brother, that the sound of the ice cream maker was the kids pissing and moaning. Because when my grandma had one, it was one of the ones that you turned and didn't have the electric motor yet. But I do, that peach, like fresh berries in the summertime. Like strawberry or I have a particular fondness for really sweet peaches or nectarines. I think you hit it on the nose there. Like cook that down into a syrup and add it in. The sugar is what's matterful to the ice cream so that it doesn't freeze up into a hard mass. The sugar is what offers the fat substance to the ice cream that keeps it, soft and churning. So, when you're putting something into it, you need to make sure that it's sweet and has sugar content. So if you're using peaches, you kind of make a peach syrup and get the flavor out of the peaches, puree it down. You can use the pulp in it. Not everybody loves that texture, like pulp in ice cream. Some people like the smoothness of ice cream, so you would just make a syrup out of it. But man, I mean, you have my mouth watering when you said peaches. I love fresh summertime peaches, man.
Chef, what's the go? I know, we talk about it often, like you're not out there trying to bake a cake or anything, but what is your go-to dessert for the 4th of July? Like, do you have, because earlier we were talking about it, we had some apple pie, we had banana pudding is mine and Alondra, that's what we went with. What's your favorite 4th of July dessert?
I just like fresh fruit, honestly. I like the sweetness of fresh fruit, especially when it's in season, like a white nectarine or a white peach when it's in season. The sweetness of that is more satisfying to me than any other, like baked sweet is. I have a fondness for creme brulee, and I don't care what time of the year it is. If you put a creme brulee in front of me on 4th of July, I'm going to eat it. But I'm probably not going to make it on 4th of July because it's quite labor intensive. And I'm going to put an asterisk behind apple pie because I would never turn down a piece of apple pie, and I do think that it goes with the holiday. It is an American dish, and I do like apple pie.
Chef, are chips an appropriate option to put inside of a burger to add a little crunch?
I mean, I love textural changes. This contrast. If I told you, if somebody, yes, the quick answer is yes, and I think, very crispy chips. You can't get those soggy things or ruffles. Like, it's got to be a proper kettle fried chip where it has a lot of texture. But as a kid growing up, like I thought I was the smartest guy ever. When the first time I put chips on my burger, it was like, oh my God, Yeah.
I don't need a cheeseburger. I got Cheetos.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually sounds pretty delicious there. Chef, if you're doing ribs the right way and you want them to fall off the bone, how do you make that happen?
There's a couple ways to do it, and you said it earlier, slow and low. In some circumstances, people will actually simmer their bones in like a flavorful broth, and I say simmer, not boil. Like they sometimes will poach them in a flavorful broth to speed the process of the cook up if you're not smoking them, right? Because if you're just trying to get them to fall off the bone, you can simmer them in a flavorful broth and then barbecue them, sauce them, and put them on the pit and cook them until they fall off. The key feature here is that you need to cook them long enough that the connective tissue is falling apart, and that it needs to reach at least 180 degrees. So in temperatures of doneness, 180 degrees is well beyond well done, right? So at that point, if you cook it to that temperature too fast, everything tenses up and gets real hard, and it draws the moisture out of the meat too quickly. So that's why you have to go slow and low, because there's two things that will loosen connective tissues: time and temperature. Time being the better of the two, because it's going to get to that 180 degree temperature, but you're taking your time to get there so that muscle tissues don't tense up too quickly. The other one is, like I said, if you bring it to 180 degrees quickly, it's going to get firm and tense and chewy, and the moisture will draw out of it, which means it's going to be dry as well. So you can choose your path, but one of them is better than the other.
Chef, it used to drive me crazy. I used to watch like the cooking shows, and there were some barbecue shows where when they were cooking ribs, if the meat was falling off the bone, they got deducted points. They wanted like a beautiful rib with bite to it. And I was like, you guys are crazy. These judges are idiots. Like falling off the bone is the best.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like gumbo, right? Like it depends on, people have their own ideas of what barbecue is. And, it depends on how they were raised and the way their parents prepared it, and that's the right way, right? Like, the way grandma did it is the right way. To me, like, food is all about enjoyment. It's kind of like wine, like, I don't care if you're a sommelier or not. If it doesn't taste good, it's not good wine, right? Same goes with food. If you enjoy it, who cares how you got there with it? You know what I mean? You have traditionally trained chefs that I think have their philosophies. But then you have home-trained cooks that grandma taught that, that you can get the same product and have two completely different processes, and one that just doesn't make any sense to a trained chef's mind, but there is some sensibility and science behind it. And grandma may not be able to explain it to you, but, if as long as the product gets there and everybody enjoys it, who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Chef, you're the best. We appreciate you every single week. Enjoy your holiday, sir, and we'll catch up again with you next week. Yes, best of luck.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, safe travels. Done a lot of fishing on Old Toledo Bend where I did not catch a catfish. So best of luck.
So weren't a great angler.
That's I don't know about that, but
I need to get my kids out fishing. Like I just don't know really where to take them right now.
Come to my backyard.
Yeah. All right.
That's like fun kid fishing because like chances are you throw it out there.
I got a lake like in my neighborhood, kind of by my house, but I'm not on the lake, so I don't technically have permission to go do that.
Oh, I mean, we'll have teenagers that will just walk in our backyard with their fishing pole, and I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah,
like,
catch them, Bo.
Yeah, let her rip. I mean, we're all throwing them back anyway. Nobody's keeping these fish, so
one's keeping those golf course largemouth bass.
No, I mean we had a 5-pound bass in there,
nice.
Which is if you're a bass fisherman, that's a big one. They got a carp. They caught what would have been the state record carp in there, but obviously
who even keeps record of carp sizes?
It doesn't count if it's in a private league situation. So
fair enough.
It's good kid fishing.
And feeding them.
Right, throw it out there, catch it, throw it back.
Hey, catfish like hot dogs too, just like humans. I used to go fishing with hot dogs. Cut them up, put them on a little hook. As a kid, kind of like we use a treble hook, kind of cheating a little bit. We used to catch the fire out of them catfish.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying, Bo.
Mm-hmm. I'm hungry though.
Before we take a break here, I want to remind you about Elite Training Academy. EliteTrainingAcademyBR.com is the website. If you've got a flag football team or if you have a flag football player looking for a team, you go to the website today. You can sign up. Registration is open. That league is going to start at the back end of August. I'm going to have my teams out there, looking forward to it. Play flag football on a football field, and you can do that over at EliteTrainingAcademyBR.com. Right now, there's leagues going on as well. You got the indoor soccer league. You got summer camps as well. If you're tired of the kiddos just sitting in the house and playing video games, get them out, touch grass, have some fun while you're doing it as well. All of that information, again, can be seen EliteTrainingAcademyBR.com. And who knows, if you're in there training, you're probably going to be training next to an NFL player, because if you were training yesterday, Clyde Edwards-Helaire was out there training with Kevin Falk. So LSU legends always at EliteTrainingAcademyBR.com. All right, we will step away. More 4th of July conversation. We got to get your most memorable 4th of July moment. So I'm giving y'all time. That's 4 minutes, Flynn. Like a time when you were growing up or whatever that you've got to give me. Don't give me that face. I'm giving you 4 minutes. When we come back, OTB.
Off the bench.
So one of the very cool things I think about Trash Rangers, like the convenience, the text reminders, like all those different things. Anytime there's a holiday coming up, like they make sure that you know exactly like when your trash is going to get picked up, right? It gives like as soon as you go to trashrangers.com, right here it says 4th of July schedule update. Our office will be closed on Thursday for Independence Day, but don't worry, all routes will run as normally scheduled.
So
about that, like the office is gonna be closed, but they're still picking up your trash. And again, like they remind, like as soon as you log on, like they say, hey, we're still gonna pick up your trash. Don't worry. You can go to trashrangers.com to find that information.
Reliable, hassle-free, trash removal for your house, your business, industrial, whatever it is. Give them a call today. They can size a roll-off dumpster for you, any size. So whatever the size of your project is, give them a call. They can help you. Trashrangers.com.
Expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like Vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. 'Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today.
What a hit.
'Cause there ain't no doubt.
Did y'all used to play this like in school, like on Fridays?
We had to sing it for an end of the year program when I was in first grade.
Like I'm thinking like music class.
Yeah,
They gave all the kids like the little tambourines.
We did it for like Veterans Day when I was in first grade or something.
Yeah, like any patriotic holiday, like they'd play it over the speakers, like the intercom system of the entire school, like the whole song.
You gotta hope that they're still doing that today.
Unfortunately,
I'd say
they
no.
are.
I'd say no chance.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't taken the Pledge of Allegiance out of schools.
They probably have.
Some have, I know, at least tried. I don't know if they have.
That's so
a lot of
stupid.
people took the under God part.
Yeah.
Out of it, which is.
It's a choice.
Let's not get started on that because it's just going to piss us all off. Let's just celebrate America.
America.
One nation, under God.
What
Under God. Wait, did you do the Texas Pledge of Allegiance?
We did not do the Texas Pledge of Allegiance.
We used to have the Texas Pledge of Allegiance. And it was I pledge allegiance to the, wait, let me see what it was.
I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, we had the
Republic of Texas?
Yeah. And it was every time you would do the
Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge of
Maybe
Allegiance.
I did, and I don't remember it.
And then you would do the Texas one after. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. It's literally the Pledge of Allegiance, but
Same thing.
shortened.
In
Texas.
Well,
Was there a Louisiana Pledge of Allegiance?
No, we didn't have that.
Well, the Texas state flag is the only state flag that's allowed legally to be flown at the same level as the American flag because it has had its sovereignty or whatever. But it's part of it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but it's just a little fun fact tidbit there.
Yeah.
All right, so because of the look that you gave me when I said your favorite 4th of July moment, we don't have to do that. I'll give you some of the big moments in sports on the 4th of July. Going all the way back to 1939, Lou Gehrig's Luckiest Man speech. So after being diagnosed with ALS, Yankees legend Lou Gehrig delivered his iconic farewell at Yankee Stadium, in which one of the lines that has really lived on, and I think every sports fan knows it, today I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. That was on the 4th of July, 1939. In 1984, the Mets and Braves had a game in which the two teams battled through 19 innings in over 8 hours, ending at 3:55 a.m. on July the 5th, and included 2 rain delays and a stadium fireworks show at midnight. They still had almost 4 hours.
The LSU special.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah, right at 4 hours.
I mean, that's
after the fireworks show.
Pretty American.
Yep. Who won that game? If the Braves won, it's a good story. If they didn't, it's a bad story. Taylor, you'll probably like this one in 2015. The NASCAR Coke Zero 400 at Daytona Often run around the 4th of July, this race has delivered incredible finishes and tributes to American troops like Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s emotional 2015 win.
Hell yeah. You know what they say? Raise hell and praise Dale.
They do say that. Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
What's your favorite Dale Earnhardt bumper sticker?
I don't know.
Do you ever like number 3 with the wings on it or something?
Yeah.
Like
oh, yeah. The angel
My
wings
favorite
for
one
sure.
was like God needed a driver. Number 3.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. America.
Rest in
I
peace.
actually was watching that race when it happened.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I had a little small NASCAR fandom in me back then.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
I did when I was a kid because my dad loved
My
NASCAR.
brother did. My
Yeah.
brother liked Rusty Wallace.
Same. My dad loved Rusty Wallace. He had like the little cars.
The Miller Lite truck or car or whatever.
My older brother was a huge NASCAR fan. He was a fan of, his favorite driver was Dick Trickle. That's a real name.
Yeah,
you
Dick
know
Trickle
what?
is real.
Mhm.
Cole Trickle is the one in Days of Thunder. Dick Trickle is an actual race car
Trickle
driver.
is a real man.
Just Google a picture of him. Athlete. Okay? I'm going to go faster and live. Go faster and live. Go faster and live.
He wasn't. No, he didn't have the most wins, but
Dang, he's
after Daytona, the whole Days of Thunder and like all that, really, really just took off in America.
Love Days of Thunder.
Cole Trickle was the character Tom Cruise played, so Dick Trickle was obviously going to get some fame off of that. Did y'all know that they're trying to even possibly make another Days of Thunder? And even one of the storylines might be Brad Pitt's character from F1 and Tom Cruise's character in Days of Thunder coming together and living in the same universe.
Okay.
Boom.
Wow.
Boom.
Might be seeing F1 tonight. I'm kind of excited.
It's awesome.
Awesome.
It's 2.5 hours. It's a long boy.
Yeah, but
Get
we
the
got
large
work
popcorn.
tomorrow. I'm all right.
Get the large popcorn, large soda. You're going to need it.
You got another July 4th?
Let's see. Oh,
I got one.
We all
Whenever
remember
you're
this
ready.
one. 1910.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Jack Johnson
Like it was yesterday.
versus
Singer?
James Jeffries. A historic heavyweight title bout dubbed the fight of the century.
Yeah.
1910 boxing.
Didn't Will Ferrell use that as a name?
Jack Johnson dominated Jeffries.
Got my Jack Johnson right here. Talking about his fist.
I mean, we weren't around in 1910, but like the name Jack Johnson, it's a big name in boxing.
That's an awesome name. Flake by Jack Johnson. Good song.
2011, July 4th, America's birthday. Let's go across the pond.
Why would we
why are
do
we going
that
across
on
the
America's
pond
birthday?
on America's
Because
birthday?
I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
A man named Tyler Farrar, bicyclist, professional. On July 4th, first American to ever win a stage victory in the Tour de France.
Farrar doesn't sound American.
Wait, Lance Armstrong never did that?
I don't think so. So Frenchies hate Americans, okay? Especially, they do not like them coming over to their...
Frenchies don't like Americans?
No,
We've saved them a couple of times. They probably should be thankful.
Right,
They should be very
should be.
thankful. They tried to take our Statue of Liberty away a few months ago. Get out of here.
Yeah, like what are we
Yeah,
doing?
no
You
takesy
can't have
backsies,
it
buddy.
back.
No takesy backsies.
Try to come take it.
Yeah.
Try. Yeah.
Come on,
Let's see
France.
you try.
France.
Let's see you try. Yeah, first American to ever win a stage victory on July 4th. And they do not like Americans coming over there and winning at their sport. They hated Lance Armstrong. Hated him. But yeah, shout out Tyler Farrar.
Suck it, France.
Shout out
Yep.
Tyler
Yeah.
Farrar. That's actually a really good story because, God, I bet they cried. It's so hard over that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they
For
hated
sure,
it.
they hated it.
Shout out Tyler.
All right.
Big day for America.
France. Next time.
Gotcha, bub.
Next time you hoo-de-hoo, we ain't going to answer, Bo. It's
We
going to
see
fall
you.
on deaf ears.
We see you.
We see you.
France. On that note, let's take a break. On time. 2 days in a row. Not a big deal.
Oh.
For your
MBD.
questions, ask the bench to close out this week's, no show tomorrow, this week's OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. When you go to the website, love the site, set up for success. You're going to be able to have a chat right there with a chat agent on the homepage. You also can check out what they can do for you in the courtroom, what they've done for others in the courtroom already. And you know they're always doing things in the community throughout the state of Louisiana. At Get Gordon is the handle on social media to see what they're doing throughout your local community. Also, it's very easy to get in contact with them on the phone. It is just your area code in Louisiana, no matter where you're at. If you're listening to us in Louisiana, put your area code Follow by 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
GetGordon.com. Be a part of the G team. You see the billboards. You see what they are doing in the community. If you've been injured, car accident, truck accident, been injured on the job, whatever it is, call them. See how they can help you. Let them fight for you. Experience and trustworthy. GetGordon.com. 888-8888.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like Vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior,
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
Winter getting colder, summer getting warmer, tidal wave come across the Mexican border. Wide back gallon is cheaper by the barrel, just don't get busted singing Christmas carols.
Oh, I did play this already.
It's fun. It's
My
a
bad.
banger. We can play it again.
I forget sometimes.
It was the first break. This is the last break. You're good.
Should I play the national anthem?
In the background, I think.
Chris Stapleton version?
But if we play it, don't we have to like...
Oh, that's
The
true.
Fergie
That's
version.
right.
The Fergie version.
That's
The
very true.
Fergie version.
It's very true. You have to stand at attention, take your hat off.
So I know
Yeah.
we're going to ask the bench, but I had a question. What, in all your years playing football, what was the best rendition of the pregame national anthem you were ever on the sideline
Oh my gosh,
for?
what is that guy's name? I'm so embarrassed I can't remember it because my love for R&B. I'm going to look it up.
I got a couple, while you do that, I got a couple that stood out to me. The first one was, this was probably the worst or the most famous one in the 2010 Super Bowl, Christina Aguilera messing up the words.
Oof.
So we were there. Black Eyed Peas played at halftime. But yeah, Christina Aguilera messed up the words. There was one in Chicago. Colby Calais, I think that's her name. She played one that was really cool. Like if you're gonna do like a different rendition of it, like a little put an artist take on it, it better be really good.
Right.
And hers was really good. But the best was the guy that does it for the Chicago Blackhawks hockey team. He's like famous for it. He's this big guy, and he just like he has this cadence, and he's like kind of like opera, but kind of yells it. But it's amazing. He came in and played it during the. He did it during the NFC. Or it wasn't the NFC Championship game, I don't think. It was a playoff game the year we went to the Super Bowl in Soldier Field when it was cold, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love that.
I think he does it at every Chicago Blackhawk game.
The best one I've heard is the Chris Stapleton one.
What about like you've seen live? Do you remember any?
No.
That's kind of tough.
Yeah, no, I don't.
We had an R&B artist who was a Chargers fan, Frankie J.
Okay.
He sang the national anthem one
Wait.
time in the old Q Nasty and did a really nice job. And at that time, he had a little bit before then, but he had a couple of hits.
This is why I know. He's like a Spanish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some of his songs.
So Frankie J. There you go.
Very
Yeah,
good.
I think
So-
he had 2 songs.
He has this okay, so he's part of I know for so he was like on Cumbia Kings, which is
Yeah.
Selena's brother's band.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Hey,
was like,
I
hold
would
on.
like.
I know this guy.
I think it would be a great change of pace for college football. Put the players on the field for the national anthem.
They're
Yeah.
not on the field.
They're in the tunnel. They're in the
No,
tunnel.
because they do
Yeah.
it, and then the band
That's true.
goes,
Yeah, the band does,
they
yeah.
line up and run out.
I'm with
I
that.
loved it. Playing in the NFL, I loved being on the field
No,
because
it's
there was
awesome,
always
yeah.
somebody singing it, someone different. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most iconic for me, like this isn't the national anthem, but just on the field performance. I've said this 1,000 times because it will never leave my memory. When we went and played Pittsburgh in the playoffs, and they had sticks because Renegade's their famous song that they play to get fired up, and they had sticks on the field singing Renegade in the snow, and one of them had their shirt off. And was
Hell
like
yeah.
waving the terrible towel. And was
That's
like,
awesome.
oh, mama, I'm in fear for my... And I'm like, well, boys, it was a good season.
Right. Hey, man.
That's the year they won the Super Bowl, too. They beat the Cardinals.
Yes, they did.
That was our rookie year.
Was that
I was like,
Warner's
oh,
last game, or did he
Maybe,
play
I
another
don't know.
year?
But I was like, oh, we are in
Harrison.
trouble.
Probably my favorite Super Bowl still. That game was elite.
Santonio Holmes caught a touchdown in the corner,
Holmes,
right?
Jerome Harrison.
I was rooting hard for the
Didn't Harris
Cardinals,
get a pick
though.
in the end
Harrison
zone?
returned it like
Harrison.
90
Turned it
yards.
Yeah.
I was rooting hard for the Cardinals
I was
because
too.
I was bitter because we got beat. You know how that is?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want them to win.
Early
just-
Early
I
was
just-
on the team.
Yeah, early Doucette was a Cardinal.
I've just always been a big Kurt Warner guy. So,
Did you like the
a
movie?
great Super Bowl.
do what?
Did you watch the movie?
Yeah, I did.
I did too.
I didn't watch it because the clips of it looked so terrible.
It was as cheesy as you can imagine.
Did I still
Didn't it
enjoy
get, like,
it
good
because it was a
ratings?
football movie?
Didn't,
Yes,
like-
I did.
Didn't people like give it good ratings though?
Oh, I don't know.
I
didn't
don't
see
know
the
about
ratings.
that. I did.
The clips looked so brutal.
As
It was
brutal
long.
as
It was long.
the clips were. The
Like most football movies aren't long. It was
it
long.
was the same. Good story. Stock and groceries. We all know it. Then turned into a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
His son is quarterback at Rice.
Yes. Charlie?
He was on
Is
the
that right?
field during a game, like before the game. You know how you go and warm up before pregame. He was out because he was calling the game, and I was talking with him on the field. He's like, "Hey, what's your number? I want to hit you up." Blah blah blah. So I give him my number, and I walk off, and I don't remember what name he said, but he called me another name. Definitely didn't know it was me.
He
E.J.
tried.
Warner. Yeah.
He tried.
Yeah, he had hit me up.
As
Still?
the bench, war is breaking out.
disappointing.
Which one are you driving into battle? A tank, a fighter jet, an attack boat, or an attack helicopter?
The helicopter.
Probably a tank.
Why?
Helicopter, really?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm just mowing them down
Okay.
with the 50 cal on the side. You kidding me?
Oh man, and like if I
That feels
know
dangerous.
what
I'm
I'm
going
doing,
tank.
I'm going fighter jet.
Nah,
If
give
I
me-
know what I'm doing.
I'm gonna throw an extra option. I'm going drone.
Oh my god.
I don't want to be
Give me the
in the
remote.
I'm
air
going to be at
while
my
people are
computer in
shooting
my
stuff at
house
me.
controlling.
Oh my god. Happy birthday!
Let's go.
America.
We love you, America. Let's go.
We love you. Let's go.
Off the bench.
We love America. We love K2Z.
Oh yeah.
KTZBlinds.com. KTOZBlinds.com.
A different type of love.
It is.
But it's still love.
It's still love. All love is love. And that's what we have for Brandon Barton and the team over there. Because no matter what your needs are in the kitchen, on your back porch, on your front door, any situation, Brandon's going to come in and say, this is what you need. He's going to pull out the booklet. He's going to be like, here's the color that you need to go with because I know exactly what to do in this situation because he knows what to do in every situation. You will have the solution. Whatever, like if you've had a space, you're like, I just don't know what to do here, they'll know. K2ZBlinds.com.
Motorized outdoor blinds. They go up, they go down. When they're down, it controls it. It's like a pseudo indoor space. It connects everything. So if you're partying outside, it's a big weekend for grilling out. Zzz, those things go up, they go down, whatever it is. Ask them. Go to their website, brand new, K2ZBlinds.com.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.